But like my father's elder brother passed away, so that's the reason. For the
Rituals. Some
religious
rituals.
practices we have came, and today I have also I have
One
also
puja.
gone
There
to
is
the.
one puja. I think that.
Nah, it's like
No?
some religious practices. Today I went to the river and bathed there.
Oh, I know that. Yes.
So it is some kind of rituals, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You are
And
following.
on this particular day, on morning nothing is eaten. Like the snacks are eaten at evening, and all of them are cooked on a chulha, not in gas stove or any other thing. They are like cooked on a chulha, and in this at the afternoon you can't bathe at home. You have to go to the river. There, you have to trim your hair. My father is fully bareheaded. He has no hair on his like head, and now only I am having some hair because I'm the eldest son of my uh I'm the eldest son of all my three all my father's all three brothers, so that's the reason I won't be bareheaded.
Now, got it, got it. You are the grandson, the eldest grandson.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now got it. Okay. Hey,
Good
good evening.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Anirudh, Arush, Aryan,
Yes,
Divya, Sujita. So
yes,
now,
yes, yes.
guys, how
Ma'am, how are you?
I am over the moon. Thank you for asking.
Welcome.
Ma'am,
More,
you
more.
are a copycat.
Come again.
You are a copycat. You copied my lines.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Why didn't you take any patent for the same? Wait a bit.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, Dash, Divya.
Ma'am, do you know where am I now?
At your home?
Yes, correct.
What a silly question you have asked me.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Aryan. How are you?
I am fine. How about you?
No copy pasting. I'm fit as a fiddle. Now is it okay, Sai?
Yep.
Okay. Hmm. Okay, fine. Now.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
passive, active, passive.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Our turn.
I'm just opening my file only. Don't worry. I'm
Yes,
ready.
ma'am. Yesterday, you like our turn was left.
Ma'am, no, Arush done.
No. Oh,
Now don't start fighting. Okay. Now keep quiet. I am going to mention the
Sai?
name. All right. I'm
Sai?
giving you
Yes.
serial numbers. Okay.
What
So
is
according.
there under your hat? On your
Yeah.
forehead.
Yes, I was also about to ask you the same.
ma'am, that is
Ma'am.
like we say, like you have seen Lord Jagannath, no? There is
Yes.
one sindoor. This is like Chandan.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. My father and every member of our family do the priests do a mark like this with the paste of rice. They make a paste of it and just put it on our foreheads. Okay.
Okay. So today he is entirely blessed with God's blessings. Now don't. Means he is going to hit the nail on the head today. Now all the answers will be correct. See. right?
Yes.
Yes,
I'm confirm. Confirm. 100%.
confirmed. Okay. Now let me write down your names, okay, one by one. Sujita, Darsh, uh, where's Janvi?
Ma'am,
Is
she
she there?
not joined.
Absent.
Let it be. I'm just adding her name. She will just come. Sooner or later, she will come. Sujita, Darsh, Janvi, Arush. Uh, who's next? Tell me the name.
Mommy,
Anirudh.
mommy, I'm not available.
Oh, you always say now, ma'am. I will just tell at last. So I'm just kept you. Okay,
Okay.
at last. Okay. Okay. Sujita, Dash, Janvi, Arush,
Are
Anirudh, Sai.
Mommy,
Right?
dad is?
Who is next? Divya, Divya, and last, my friend
Aryan. Our.
Aryan. Okay, fine. How many? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Right? Done. I hope nobody is left. Right now, until students are not there, Miss Janvi is not there. It's okay. You can skip her name. Okay. After Dash, Arush can proceed. Okay. Now, let me ask you some questions. I hope you are supposed to answer me correctly today. You must have studied the rules, right? There is difficulty in memorizing those rules and all, right? I think it was by hurted by you to yeah. Janvi is there. Janvi, good
Good evening,
evening.
ma'am.
How are you?
Aryan after Janvi.
After. Yes.
After.
Okay. Now let's go with the further. Okay. Janvi, you can see your name, okay? And I don't need to call your name now. Okay. Systematically. In order you have okay. Now over to questions, right?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Okay. Do you scold Divya? Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, what is the spelling of do?
Eh, wait. Let me finish the sentence. Okay, done. Let me check. Okay, now, do you scold Divya? Hmm. Now, convert this.
Mrs.
Yes,
Sujita.
yes, Sujita. Your turn.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. Do you scold Divya? Um, um, do you scold Divya?
Ma'am, what are you doing?
Active and passive voice.
Huh? None of it.
Yes, ma'am. Is Divya scolded by you?
Is Divya scold? Is it scold?
Scolded
Is Divya scolded
by
by you?
you.
Very good. Good. Now, who is next?
Ma'am, I.
Darsh, right? Okay. Which fruits do you like? Now,
Which fruits do you like? Which fruit is being liked by you? No, ma'am, is liked by you.
come again.
Which fruit?
Fruits.
Which fruits? Which fruits are liked by you?
Okay, good. Next, who is there?
Janvi.
Janvi. For you, Janvi. I want to give you very easy question because I know you can't the easy, uh, difficult one. Okay, so I'm giving you very easy question. Okay,
Hmm.
whom do you curse?
Ma'am, curse means?
श्राप देना,
अच्छा.
बदुआ. Whom do you curse?
To whom are you cursed?
सबसे easy मैंने आप ही को दिया है. चलिए बोलो.
Ma'am, is easy one.
The east one for Janvi. Janvi, quickly answer me. Whom do you
To whom
curse?
are you cursed?
To whom
Are you
are
cursed?
okay? Anybody else after Janvi who is there?
Mine.
Yes, Arush, come up.
Okay. Ma'am, this question.
Yes.
Okay. Whom do you curse? By whom have you been cursed?
Thank you so much. After Arush, who is there?
Oh no.
After Arush, who is there?
Ma'am, I'm the side.
Sai, please come up.
Okay, ma'am. Who are cursed by you?
Who are
Who are cursed by you?
who are cursed by you? Right?
Oh, yeah.
Ma'am, is it the correct one?
You can. Who are cursed by you? Right? You can either say who is cursed by you, right? Who is cursed by you, right? Depends, right? But it should go with who is cursed by you. Who are cursed by you? This is for plural number, right? Hmm. Who is next? After Sai?
Ma'am, I'm now Divya.
Divya. Okay. So, who has abused you?
No, ma'am. Before Sai, there was Anirudh.
Yes, and he is watching the mobile.
Anirudh, come up.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, why were you silent? Why didn't you tell it's my turn? Huh? Wanted to skip your turn.
No, ma'am.
So, don't you have courage?
I have courage.
Dan, answer me. Who
Ma'am,
has
but
abused
it's
you?
my question.
Wait a bit. After Anirudh, you can go. I have an ample of questions. Okay? Don't worry. Yes, Anirudh.
Yes, ma'am. Can just wait for a second.
No, see.
No, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. My mummy got like yes. So, who has abused you? Ma'am, now he will search in the Google.
Hey,
Hey,
reply me. One,
um,
two,
who has abused you? Are you abused by some? Whom are you abused by?
who has abused you?
No, ma'am. Whom are you abused by?
By whom
Are you abused?
have you been abused? Hmm?
Ma'am, she missed the
Bean.
She or he?
Yeah.
Oh, I did a mistake.
Yes. He missed bean over there, and
Ma'am, you are also saying she or
Voice
he.
on.
I already told you at that time that you have to add something from your end, right? Yes or no?
Convert to passive voice.
By yes.
Whom have you sentence?
Exactly. Yeah. So here has is there, so you have to add from your end bean, right?
Which is by whom have you been abused?
Yes. So Anirudh got it. Mm, Next question is for Sujita, right? Sujita?
Divya.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, Divya. It's for Divya, na? Okay. The question for Divya is, who is this? Mute your
Mr.
mic.
Anirudh.
Mute your mic, Anirudh. Mute your mic, please. When has she helped us? See, if you are taking online classes, it doesn't mean you can do everything, right? It's a class. So I would like to request you all maintain the discipline in the classroom, okay? Then you will be appreciated for the same. Got it? If you're finding there is a lot of noise at your end, so please mute your mic so that there won't be create any disturbance in the classroom. I hope it is clear to everyone, right? Now, come up. Who is there? Divya,
come on, Divya.
please come.
Yes, the question is when has she helped us?
Help
Um,
it. Help it.
Ma'am, helped.
Hmm.
When has she helped us? Um, when have
Wait
we
a bit. Let me write down. When have we
been abused? Sorry,
abu-
it's helped by her.
Very good. When have we been helped by her? Correct.
I just talked about before the question.
Who is next? Who is next?
Ma'am,
Mr.
Aryan.
Aryan, is it you?
Prince Aryan, come on to the class.
He is left.
I think he has some network issue. We'll join, don't worry.
Yes, ma'am, speak.
Now, are you there?
Ma'am, I was there means I was not able to listen you. Everybody can listen, but I only can't.
Now, am I audible to you?
Yes.
Okay. So for you, uh, so what kind of question do you want? Easy or
It's
difficult?
dependent on you.
No. I'm asking to you.
You can ask to any other. They will anything
Okay,
what they
fine. Fine. I can ask you. She will not have prepared coffee. Is it okay?
She will not have prepared coffee. The coffee
The coffee.
the coffee she will not have prepared coffee. Coffee coffee haven't prepared by her.
कल समझाया था आपको कुछ हटाना नहीं है, कुछ लगाना है, बट हटाना कुछ नहीं। क्यों आपने हटा दिया विल नॉट सब कुछ?
Coffee will not.
Yes.
But may I?
Ma'am, may I share?
Wait a
May I?
bit. Let him finish.
Coffee
Yes.
will not. Uh,
Coffee
coffee will not. Coffee will not be prepared by her.
be
Prepared by her.
okay. Fine. Arush, come up.
Yes.
Is
Yes,
it
ma'am.
correct? Is it correct?
No, ma'am.
What should be?
Coffee. Coffee. Um. Coffee will not have been
Very
prepared
good.
by her.
Aryan, I told कुछ हटाना नहीं है, लगाना। आपका ये will not have था सेंटेंस में, आपने हटा दिया है। आपको क्यों हटाया? और जब have है तो be का थर्ड फॉर्म हमें लगाने का। मैंने बोला था कल been, राइट? बस इतनी सी गलती आपने कर दी आर्यन। ये गलती इतनी ब्लंडर है। क्यों हटाया आपने जब मैंने कल समझाया था? मैं अभी भी बता रही थी। टेक केयर आर्यन, राइट? ये नहीं करना फिर से गलती। ओके? डैन, done? All are done?
Yes, ma'am.
One round is over?
Yes, ma'am, all are done.
Okay. Now for second round, who is there?
Ma'am, can you hear me properly? Because when I'm speaking, you're not listening.
Now I can
Ma'am,
just hear.
first is Sujita.
Sujita? Yes, Aryan, I can hear you now. Okay, Sujita,
Yes,
come up.
ma'am.
Sujita, come up.
What is the
I can lift this heavy load. Yes, Sujita.
I can lift this heavy load.
You know, Sujita? Sujita?
Yes, ma'am, I know.
Tell.
I know that. I can. The question is, I can lift this heavy load. The answer is this heavy load can be lifted by me. Is it right?
Absolutely correct. Good. Good job. Who is next?
Ma'am,
Dash.
yes, ma'am.
So, Dash, you had taken loan from me. Right now, asking you, would you return my loan? No, tell me. Would you return my loan?
Would you return my loan?
Hmm.
Would you return my loan? Would
Hmm.
would my loan is
Hmm.
would my loan
Hmm.
would my loan be returned by you?
Good. Would my loan be
Be
returned?
returned by you?
Correct. Okay, correct. So what we are doing here? We are doing model verbs, we are using model verbs, right? And when there are model verbs, so you have to add only beb. That's it. Beb.
B.
Beb can
Oh.
be, yes, only this much. Okay,
Hmm.
because model verb is always followed by only v1 form, right? v1 form, verb की first form of verb, तो b का first form b रहेगा ना. बीन तो थर्ड फॉर्म था, राइट? तो हम इसमें बी लिखेंगे, करेक्ट?
Yes.
नाउ हु इज नेक्स्ट?
Johnny.
मी. मी. You. May you help the poor? Yeah. May you help the poor?
May the poor be helped by you.
May I help the poor? हम परमिशन ले रहे हैं अपने लिए, राइट?
May the poor be helped by me.
May the would be correct. Helped by me, right? And question mark, right? Correct.
Ma'am,
What I. Now it's your turn.
Ma'am Arush.
Is it your turn now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I can ask you the next question. You may.
Ma'am, can you share the name again, because my chat section means
Nobody.
I don't
Other students will tell you. May
know. Okay.
use my pen.
Ariel.
Mm,
You may use my pen.
okay. Mm,
Bolo.
uh,
You may use my pen.
my pen.
Hmm.
Mm, my pen may be used by you.
समझ आया?
Yes, ma'am.
इधर
Ma'am, is
टेंशन
it
है.
correct?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Who is next? Who is next? After you, who is next? Whose name is
Nah,
there?
Anirudh, he is watching again mobile.
Anirudh, keep your
Yes,
mobile
ma'am.
aside. Keep your handset aside.
Ma'am, I don't know even my mobile's password also, and my mother has gone upstairs, and I'm sitting quietly like this.
I can solve all
That's
these.
ma'am, he is
All these.
physically present but not mentally.
Yeah.
I can solve all these sums.
It's
Anirudh,
correct.
Ma'am, I'll wait.
Now I can.
I can solve
I
all
can
these
solve all
sums.
these sums. Can I solve all these sums?
Wow.
Ma'am.
Can I solve all these sums? Did I tell you? Just convert it into interrogative form. Convert it into passive form.
Uh,
Ma'am, I
And
ma'am, I
don't
can.
see. It is first time he is doing. Allow him to think. Yes, Anirudh.
And I cannot understand these types because in the 10th one it's like then you may use my pen, my pen may be used by you, and I can
So now here
Very easy.
I can solve all the sums. So what is object here after verb?
solve
All these sums.
all these sums.
Okay, so now start. All these sums.
All these sums can be solved by me.
Exactly, correct. Very good. All these sums can be solved by me. Now who is next?
Ma'am, now it's I.
Nine. You're last, right?
Now after me, there lies Aryan. Second last.
No, Sujita is also there.
It's done.
Sorry,
Divya is also there in between. Ma'am, after Anirudh, there is I.
All must
I'm after side.
serve their parents. All must serve their parents.
Everyone parents must be served by them.
Okay. What about others? बोलिए अभी थोड़ा सा चेंजेस किया है साय ने राइट साय
Ma'am, actually at that day, like the question was asked in the interrogative form and that also in the perfect form. So like for that reason I was confused. Otherwise, like when sir was teaching us like the passive voice, I used to do I was one of the best in passive voice.
but now what is the reason of like confusion
Ma'am, because like the Ojasvi, that girl, she asked me the like, and the I was about to ask the question in passive form and with code, so my like the wires of my brain got confused and like the sentence
so what
became wrong.
perplexed right so she was asking about passive to active
Nah, like I was asking her a question in a passive form, and while asking in a passive form, my brain stopped working.
The parents of all.
Ma'am, every day sir is telling that advanced students are not doing better than my students.
okay okay fine now yes sai now your answer
Everyone's parents, everyone's parents,
everyone's
parents
hmm,
must be
must be
served by
served
them.
by
By
them.
them.
Okay, so here you can see there is their parents, right? So please go with their parents, right?
She didn't use all.
Yes, their parents,
She or
not
he?
he. Their
I
parents,
said
not
she.
no she.
No,
By all.
See,
Okay, fine, leave it. Leave it. Right, Sai?
but here like the parents is of all. So for all parents we can use everyone's parents.
Come again.
Here, the parents are of all. So instead of all's parents, we can use everyone's parents.
Means you want to say that everyone's parents must be served by them,
Them.
right?
Yeah. Because this sentence not makes that much sense.
Okay,
The
fine.
parents, their parents must be served by all. There is not like,
Can go,
there
can
is
go
not the.
both ways, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Okay.
Ma'am, my turn. It's my turn. What's my sentence? Active form.
You can say mm, parents must be served by all, right? Or parents must be served by their kids. मतलब आप लगाना चाह रहे हो इसको, but actually इसमें है नहीं. But sense बनाने के लिए you can use, right? Right? Sai? बैठ अगर एग्जाम के लिए बैठोगे तो प्लीज इसी को फॉलो करना, ठीक है? ओके साई? Sai, are you there?
Ma'am, can you tell me again?
Yes, if you are just writing for exam and all, so please go with the same process, this process, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Please. Who is next?
Ma'am, now.
Who?
Ma'am, Divya.
You are left?
Yeah. And Aryan also.
Okay. So we can ask you. I can ask you the question that is.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, I want to leave now.
Why? Again, class?
No, ma'am, I'm in my village now. That's the reason, like, I have to go somewhere.
Okay. Fine. It's up to you.
Ma'am, can you ask me the last question before leaving?
Okay, fine. Go for the same. Who will solve this sum?
Okay, ma'am. By whom will this sum be solved?
Got it. Or either you can say this sum will be solved by whom. Okay, that is also correct. Or by whom. By whom.
Ma'am, why are you writing all these in red only?
I have to change the ink. Okay. By whom will this sum be solved? Right. I have to change the font color now because I have already changed now. So it is by default. It just take it. Okay. Fine. Now done.
Okay, ma'am. Bye bye. Good night.
Good night, dear. Good night. And who is left? Aryan.
Divya and me.
Now it's my turn now.
Okay. You shouldn't waste your time. You shouldn't waste your time. Right?
Yes, ma'am. My sentence is you shouldn't waste your time. Um, your time shouldn't be wasted by you.
Okay. Your time shouldn't
Be
be wasted by
by you.
You. Correct. Right.
Ma'am, me. Aryan.
Oh, Aryan, me. Hmm. Fine. So me, are you there?
Yes, me.
Okay. So for you, allow me think.
Ma'am,
Mhm.
can you give me another chance in the last?
Right now,
Ma'am,
it's
me
okay.
also.
After Aryan, I will just give you a chance because after now I'm just going to wrap up this, and there will be some conversation topics. Okay, conversation. Okay, sir. Now the next one is you can go for lunch will not have been eaten eaten by her. Wow, what a lovely question for Aryan.
Lunch will not have been eaten by her. Ma'am, why are you always giving me negative one only?
Because you're positive now, that's why I'm giving you negative. Okay, now come up.
Lunch will not have been eaten by her.
Hmm? Yes. Lunch will not have been eaten by her. Yes, tell me.
Her lunch will be
First of all, you tell me, my dear, is it active or passive?
No, ma'am.
Hmm.
passive.
Ma'am, it is passive.
Exactly. Yes.
You
The
can.
easiest
Ma'am, I
question for
can
him.
one.
Wait. Now, dear Aryan, come up.
Lunch will not have been eaten by her.
We love challenging questions. Right? Mhm.
Lunch haven't been eaten by her.
Oh, by her. How can it be possible in active? See. Who would like to take the chance? Yes,
Lunch.
who has
Ma'am, I
courage
can
to
try.
Ma'am, right?
not
Ma'am, I
try?
can try first.
Okay,
Mm,
okay. Janvi, for you.
Okay.
Yes.
She will not have eaten her lunch.
She will have. Wait
she
a
will
minute.
not
She
have
will not
eaten her
have.
lunch.
She
Not have.
will not have eaten
Huh?
her lunch.
She will not have
Or
eaten lunch.
okay,
Right?
lunch. Yeah,
Ma'am,
correct?
give to
Now
me.
convert it. Convert it in your head. You will find the answer whether it is correct or not. She will not have eaten her lunch. So lunch will not have been
Ma'am,
eaten
correct.
by her or not?
Ma'am,
Hmm?
may I
Eh,
leave the class?
it's my turn, Arush.
Wait a bit. Yes, Arush.
Ma'am, may I leave the class because I have to go somewhere?
No, I knew. Sai is not there. Now you are going to leave the session.
No,
Right?
ma'am. Ma'am, may I leave, please?
Okay. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Is it
Good
really
night.
mandatory for you to leave the session right away?
No, ma'am, there is one party.
Oh, yesterday also you showed
Yes,
up in a
ma'am. What can
okay
I do?
party. So
Ma'am,
you can't do anything. You can go and have food over there.
Ma'am,
Okay.
how lucky is he? How
Enjoy
lucky
meals.
is he? Someday he
Bye,
has
ma'am.
party.
Bye bye. See ya. Good night.
Ma'am, how
they
lucky
Okay.
is our
always get the
party
parties
party?
and hotel opening.
Who?
Something. Harsh,
Okay,
when
Arush.
the Sai is not there, he will just say something.
Okay, he was saying, right? Okay, now whose
Ma'am,
turn
my
is it?
turn.
Ma'am,
Aryan.
I have one doubt.
Okay. Yes, come up. Come up with doubt first. Come up.
Like, also, there are some rules for converting the active into, sorry, passive into active.
Yes, not rule exactly, The same thing, like see. here, what is there? Do you scold Divya? Is Divya scolded by you? If suppose there is mention, is Divya scolded by you? You have to memorize that rule. I told you yesterday, if this is in simple tense, right? So you have to use is. So it can just give you, uh, that idea that it is related to simple present tense, right? So easily you can just, flip the sentence according to that. Okay, is Divya scolded by you? Okay, so how can you say is? It's is over there, right? Where is our rule? Let me check. Yes, see, is MR, right? We have mentioned over there. So now we have to start the sentence with do over here. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so now active to passive, passive to active. Clear? So
Yes.
according to your sentence need, you can convert it again, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
on your ID, there is one photo, right?
Ma'am, now I knew
Is
her
it?
mind. Is it you itself?
Yeah.
What do
Yes.
you think? Okay, now tell me. What do you think?
I think no.
No.
Ma'am, it is yes. It is yes.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Let me ask her, why are you thinking that it's not my pick?
Yes.
Ma'am, Anirudh is showing yo-yo.
Okay, so yes, Divya, you are right. It's my grandmother. Okay, now go with the question.
Oh, oh, ma'am. Oh, yes,
Where's the Anirudh?
I also agree with it. That you are not this.
No, it's not. It's my grandmother. It's not me. Okay, is it okay?
Okay, okay. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. She is your grandmother.
Ah. Okay, fine. So how can you say that it's not me? It's exactly someone else. Why are you thinking in that way?
Ma'am,
Because your voice is not correctly matching for that photo.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. When I saw this one photo, so at the time also I thought that, huh? Your voice is
Also,
different and the photo is different. How?
also, one day Sai said to us that on joining the class, before all, he
Mm-hmm.
just saw your face when you just on your camera accidentally, and he said that you are very beautiful.
It's me. It's my pick only. Okay, it's my pick
Oh,
only.
is
Yes.
it?
ma'am, see
Yes.
properly. Is it a grandmother or you or your
No,
image?
no. This is
And
ma'am's
this,
picture. Image.
Ma'am and Janvi is exchanging the party again and again.
Okay, fine. Now let it
Yes,
be.
ma'am.
Okay.
Right, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now let it be. Who is next? Now come up.
Ma'am, you me.
Who is this me?
Me.
Me. Okay, okay, me. Okay, me. Now come up. Me.
Me.
Okay, now me. Come up. For you, the question is: were they teaching?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
we're
What?
mummy.
spelling.
Ma'am,
We're spelling.
Oh, wait. Were they teaching? Oh, again teaching us. Just give me some time now. After correcting, you can see now, ma'am. There is a mistake. Okay, typo error is there. Right now, come up.
Where they teaching us?
We
Were they
are not.
teaching us?
It's not where.
Were,
It's
I know.
were.
Were they teaching us?
Hmm.
Were we taught by them?
Okay. Were they teaching us? Were okay. Don't you think there is something missing over here? What have you
Wait.
added from your end? Now tell me. Mm-hmm.
Were
Okay, I'm just picking up a call. Okay, I'm just coming back. Okay, please.
Anirudh, why were you showing like anything yo-yos?
I was not showing that. I was just sitting like this.
No, I see. I saw your mouth.
I was saying I'm going to beat you, Aryan, because you were always doing that.
But
I don't
firstly,
like about you.
firstly speak properly.
You can read the chat box. Mm.
Anirudh.
Yes.
I can see Paytm.
Turning this side.
Yeah. Yes. Now, were they teaching us? Now tell me, guys.
Were we
Mm-hmm.
taught by them? But anything
Oh,
you told,
something is
anything
missing.
is
Something is missing.
were
Think. ING there. What you have to add? Quickly tell me. What have you had? What have you?
why are you making the sound of clock?
Now, please tell me. What do you have to quickly
I'm
tell me?
thinking.
Ma'am, may I?
Yes.
Ma'am, being.
Being. Now tell me. What is the correct way? Structuring the sentence.
Then it would be like uh were
Hmm?
us
Hmm?
were us being
Us.
taught
Us will become we.
were we being taught by them?
Hmm. Yes. Were we being
Buying.
taught? Not buying. Being taught by
Buying.
them.
Miracle.
Okay. So you forgot to add this, right? Then
Now I'm
is it
thinking
okay?
miracle.
Now please allow me to just give you some conversation practice session. Okay. Now I'm just going to stop sharing this.
I am, ma'am.
Okay. Fine.
Bye
Okay.
bye. Bye of you.
Huh? What? Bye.
Oh, sorry.
Bye.
She's very happy. Wow. Wow. She's happy. Now. No.
Ma'am, my sister said that, not me.
Okay, Sujita. She's always happy. Now
No,
if there's one
ma'am.
class.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
I am happy when any means boring and the worst period is not there.
Ma'am,
Means
I
when
know what is she thinking.
What is she thinking? Yes, please tell me.
Because
thinking or
no,
thinking,
I said thinking.
but I listen
Said
thinking.
thinking. Okay, fine. Carry on. Don't again start.
And you said stop this active and convert the active voice into passive voice. Yeah.
It's done. Fine.
Ma'am, she's waiting to her.
Ma'am, my sister.
Okay. Now let it be.
Ma'am, I will send.
Janvi, have you understood what she's spoken?
Okay, now stop. Stop. Now, can I ask you some questions?
Yes.
Am.
Okay, my dear
I
students. Now,
am.
just tell me. Ready? Over
I
to
am.
Aryan first, right, Aryan?
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am,
What are the benefits of learning from mistakes, Aryan?
Mistakes.
Oh, what are the benefits of learning from mistakes?
Wait. Let me decrease the voice. Yeah. The benefits from learning from mistake. Ma'am, what you spoken, I forgotten itself.
What are the
Now,
benefits of learning from mistakes?
okay, the benefits are like means what we say, like we are learning from the some things that we have made mistake, like yeah, like we are having many things, like if we
What?
have made
Like. Huh?
man, I will do it last. It's
No.
my heart.
No,
No,
no, no. No. You
please,
have to speak then and there. No, no,
speech.
no. Please tell me quickly.
Ma'am, so I am speaking like then you are saying no.
Okay. Now tell me quickly.
Yeah, like if we have made some mistake of like writing, when we are doing writing and we have made the mistake, we have written something wrong, or we are not improving our handwriting, means the handwriting would be looking also bad, and we have to improve it. Like if we will improve it, so it would be looking more better, and like the improvement would be more better of our writing and many more things.
This much? Okay. The same question goes for Divya. Divya, now you tell me what are the benefits of learning from mistakes?
Learning from the
Mistakes.
yes, if we learn, actually mistakes are the steps for our success. If we learn, sorry, if we do any mistakes, then we can notice something like what we are doing and what are the mistakes in our sentence. What have we? Sorry, what do we have to improve? And also, we can you off your microphone, please?
Yes, proceed, dear.
Okay, ma'am. If we just make any mistakes, then we can notice the things what we have to learn, and what is the thing we are just doing the sorry, we are not getting that. And also, if we do mistakes, then it's not like someone think as I done a mistake, and they will be just get to a type of thing. Sorry, they will just be hurry up, like they will think that the man will scold us, and we don't have to do the mistakes, and also, and then they can just improve themselves, and
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and they
Yes.
can learn something by doing the mistakes.
Okay. Fine. Who is next? The
Making
same
mis-
question goes for Anirudh. Yeah, Janvi, please.
Okay, ma'am, and after that, I want to tell one story about one boy. Why
Now, would you
using the
like to add
mistake?
some points regarding the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
question?
yeah.
Please,
Yes.
please.
Okay. So first of all, the question is the importance of learning from mistakes. So yeah, mistakes are the part of our life, and they help us to grow, just like how little seeds grow into big, strong trees. When we make a mistake, we learn something new. For example, one day I spoke wrong passive voice, but my you will correct to me. For example, my teacher will correct to me, and then I will have the habit of correcting, and then I will be perfect. Not perfect, no one is perfect, but yeah, I will be better. So that makes us smarter and better every day. So now I have some points on it. For example, mistakes help us learning new things, just like how we learn to walk by falling down and getting up again and again. Mistakes teach about important lesson. For example, whenever we walk, when we were small, so we were not able to walk. But yeah, from mistake, by getting up, so slowly we are now able to walk properly. When we try again, we do better than before. Also, the mistakes makes us strong and brave. When we have a mistake, we might feel sad, but trying again, mistakes, no, trying again makes us strong, brave. That yeah, I will try it again. I will not speak again and again the mistake. If we will repeat it again and again, the perfect one, so we will be perfect. Brave children never give up. Here, one thought is also given that we should never ever give up. We should always try. Everything is there is the survey of everything. We can do anything. They keep trying until they uh, until they what is the word success. Yeah, until we succeed. Suc-
Succeed until we succeed.
yeah, succeed. Mistakes makes us think and solve problems. If we do something wrong, we make things about how to do it the right way. We do next time. This helps our brain to grow and be smart. And yeah, teachers and parents love it when we try our best. Every mistake is a step of towards getting better at something. For example, it's my real story that one day, first time I said pledge in assembly, so I was in first class, so I did not say properly, but yeah, it was correct. The pronunciations were not good, so the teacher said to clap for the think that yeah, I will think that yeah, I said correct. But after some time, teacher said that you have to say the perfect in a good manner. Then now I am perfect on it. When we make a mistake, we learn to the we learn with ourselves and to others who are speaking perfect. From it, they listen, we listen, and we make us also perfect. We also learn to speak. It's okay, and it will try again. So yeah, this is my point.
Ma'am, can I leave please? Sujita will be here because I have a lots of homeworks. Excuse me, ma'am.
Mic is off. And your mic is off, I think.
Yes, I am here only. Okay, fine. So now it's good one. And Anirudh, would you like to share your points?
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. Can I leave?
Okay, Divya, but Sujita is here, right? As you
Yeah.
mentioned. Fine.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
Ma'am, I have one
Anirudh,
story.
And I have no
Anirudh,
points.
you don't have any points. Aryan, do you have any points?
I'm done.
Done. Dash,
I
Yes, ma'am.
would you like to share your own points?
Yes, ma'am.
Please share.
Okay, ma'am. The benefits of learning from mistakes are there are a lot of benefits of learning from mistakes. Uh, if if you will first see your previous mistake on class that you have done in your class or in your online class, so first you should write it and practice it 10 times, 20 times, so you will become perfect it in for future. You will not do the mistake for after some time. Then for example, suppose your your ma'am or tuition teacher scolded you that you have done the mistake in this subject. You have to correct it correct it and correct it and correct it. So after, so you should practice that. So after some time you will get perfect it in it, and perfect in it, and you will get no difficulty to make any sentence or grammar or in any subject, or suppose you are not able, it is in sports also, suppose you are not able to uh, play the football or cricket, so you should also practice this, so you will get perfect in it, and after some time you after some time you will get expert in it, and become you will also become a great player on it. So it is just similar like this. If you will just saw those things, in studies, in which subject do you have made mistake, or any other subject, so you should first see that, and repeat this, and m- practice it for 10 or 20 times, so for after some time you will get expert also in it, so you will not get difficulty in future. Ma'am, done.
You will become expert, right? Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
exactly, guys. This mistake, right? Whatever we make mistakes, it is like a teacher for us, right? Because our mistake only we can learn a lot of things in our life, right? Because when we are not aware of things like whether it is right or wrong, of course we make some kind of mistakes because there is no one, suppose there is no one to guide us what is right and what is wrong. But whenever we make any mistake, we can just learn from our mistake, you know. uh we should try to appreciate our mistake, because if you don't make mistake, it means you are not learning anything from your each and every mistake. Like you are becoming more, means powerful, right?
Ma'am,
I'm telling you. For example, I want to tell you, suppose like you you don't know how to speak English, this language, right? And you are just like trying to trick yourself. No, I will not speak. Other, if I speak, so might be possible I will make mistake, right? So what is there now, you would hesitate to speak a single word, okay? So somewhere it will sabotage your confidence level, right? But if you feel mistake is the part of learning, right? It is a part. So you would embrace your mistake, and of course you would try to learn from your mistake, because this is how we people gain experience, right? And one more thing, through our mistake we can be able to solve any problem, okay? It will develop problem solving skills with us, and we will become more resilient at the same time, okay? And one more thing, through your mistake, if someone figure out your mistake, so of course what is there, it will build self awareness within yourself, and you avoid making any mistake further, right? And from our mistake we learn many valuable things, and this is how through our error or mistake we can just build up a good foundation of our learning. It's mistake, I would say, it's a cornerstone, and we cannot avoid mistakes, because this is like somewhere part of learning journey, and we should appreciate if someone makes mistake. That's it, right? Now what I want, go for the next one question, last one, okay?
First of all, a story, a little short story.
Okay, then go with story. Then I'm not going to ask any other question, right? Fine,
ma'am, there
carry
is
on.
one more thought, that is practice makes a person perfect.
Practice makes a man perfect. Okay, fine, carry
Yeah.
on. Okay,
Okay.
Tanvi first.
The
Okay.
story about one girl, short and good story about learning from mistakes. One day, there was one little boy named Mohammed. Mohammed was learning to color a picture of a butterfly. He accidentally colored outside the lines and felt sad. But his teacher said, "That's okay. Next time, hold your crayons carefully and you will do better." Mohammed tried again and colored beautifully. He smiled because he learned something new. Conclusion: making mistakes. Then his teacher taught something. task to the whole class. It was making mistakes is not bad. It is a wonderful way to learn and grow. So, whenever we make a mistake, we should smile and say, I will try again. Also, learning is fun and mistakes helps us to become better every day. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, now fine. Now
Thank
Aryan.
you.
Okay, Aryan,
Yes, ma'am.
come up with your story.
I'm preparing.
Aryan, are you there?
Ma'am, I told I'm preparing.
You are preparing. Oh my god, dear. Who is next? Sujita. Yes, you are left. How can you hide yourself? Quickly come up.
Yes, ma'am.
Your story.
I'm left.
Quickly come up with your story.
Um.
What is this?
You give some time.
How?
2 minutes.
Okay, but within 5 minutes, I have to call it a day. So please come up quickly. Yes.
Pardon. Your voice is breaking.
Okay, I'm telling you. Within 5 minutes, I have to call it a day, right? So please come up quickly.
Okay.
Okay. Anirudh, do you have any story? Yes, speak. Oh, today what happened? Why are you so blank? At this day, you speak. Yes, I cannot stop you. Today, why are you mom? Dash, do you want to share anything, dear? Hey, Dash, you
Yes,
want to
ma'am.
share something? Any story?
No, ma'am. Yeah.
No? Okay. So, they are just preparing themselves for a story, right? Okay. In the meanwhile, I want to ask you, Anirudh, come up.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How do you prefer to celebrate holidays or special occasions? Anirudh.
Um, I love to celebrate holidays and special occasions because um, in special occasions and holidays, I go somewhere.
He is not again there in front of camera. He's just moving here and there.
Ma'am, he
Why?
has gone to
I
meet
really
us.
don't like
Everything.
this.
She threw
Sit
this
here.
tube, he uses printer ink, and she's opening the drawer and picking up everything and throwing. And after that, my mother will scold you not seeing her.
Okay, now sit properly. Sit. And don't keep all these things along with you while you are taking the classes, okay?
I'm not
Then
giving
I
her.
will scold you. Otherwise, I will scold you. Okay? Now start answering the question.
Okay, ma'am. I love to celebrate. Pardon, please can you repeat the question? I love to celebrate my occasions in my holidays and what is that? Yes, vacations. Because in vacations it's a long time holidays. So I like to go to my nanny's home and after that eat food in her home only. So that's a great thing uh, about us and in vacations. But in holidays sometimes I will go to some of the malls and do shopping, like buying my sister clothes, buying something for myself, and buying my new books also, which like I want, and doing all those things and in holidays I also eat some kind of junk food such as pizza and all those things, etc. etc. So that's the reason why I love holidays and vacation.
Okay, so you love to have those things which is literally not good for health, and you enjoy your weekends and holidays. Now I caught you. Yeah, yeah. Oh no. Another. Like my secret has revealed now. Okay, fine.
That's not my secret.
Oh.
Ma'am, I know his secret.
Hmm. Okay, now Aryan, are you ready? Please tell me, guys. Sujita, are you ready? It's already 40. Not?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Please come up.
Yes, the story name was A Little Seed. A small seed was planted in a garden. She dreamed of she dreamed of growing into a beautiful flower. Every day the seed drank some water and felt warm sunshine. The struck the structured her the structured her tiny roots the tiny roots will into the earth and grew taller. One day a friendly worm named Wiggles visited the seed. Hi, hello. Hi, hello, said Wiggles. You are growing very fast. What is your dream? Asked Wiggles. The seed replied, I want to be I want to be a beautiful flower, bringing to all, bringing joy to all who see me, means who saw me. Wiggles smiled, said, you are already beautiful, and your dream will bloom soon. And with that, the seed continued to grow. Soon she, uh, she, um, she, ma'am, how can I tell that? Yeah,
But
ma'am, it is in my textbook. What is mean by blossom?
okay, blossom, flowers blossom, right?
Yeah.
फूल जब खिलते हैं, right? Blossoms. Okay, it becomes flower from bud to flower.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, stop. Yeah. She blossomed into a stunning flower, spreading happy.
First of all, sit properly. Okay, stop moving. Yeah, concentrate what you are saying, right?
Spreading happiness and beauty throughout the garden. Thank you.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Aryan, are you ready?
Still, I'm preparing.
Oh no, now I cannot stay here. Sorry. Okay, now allow
Ma'am,
me to
I'm
wrap up
preparing. Okay.
because I have another class here. I cannot stay over here.
Okay.
Okay, you can share with me. Okay, on my
Ma'am,
WhatsApp.
1 minute. Tell me finally, is this your face?
What do you think?
10,
It is.
9.
It is. It is. Three
It is
times I
your
have told.
face? Okay.
It is in reality.
Yeah.
So bad now. That's why you are asking me again and again.
Um, tell me, please.
Miss, I don't know why are you asking this question. In your imagination, there was something different, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Now close your eyes and think.
And because it didn't match your voice and this photo.
Ma'am, today I think Anirudh is in very much depression.
Depression. He is in depression.
What happened?
Yes, Anirudh. What happened? His secret
Ma'am,
has revealed.
no, ma'am,
Oh,
I'm not sad because my secret is revealed.
Then what
The
happened?
reason is
yes.
You are not feeling well.
yes,
Yes,
one
he is
reason.
very sad.
Because I have cough and cold and a type of headache also.
A type or a headache?
Type of headache.
Okay, you can go and have some medicine and take rest. Okay, Anirudh?
No, ma'am, I had medicine. I was eating now only.
Okay, fine. Okay, allow me to wrap up, guys. Right? That's all.
Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Sweet dreams.
Bye, ma'am. Nighty night.
Night.
Have a
Sweet
miracle
dreams.
night.
Tata. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am. Night, night,
Bye.
ma'am.
Thank you. Nighty night to all
Good
of
night.
you.
Sweet
Goodbye.
dreams.
Good night. Sweet dreams. See ya.
Bye bye.
Ta-ta.
Okay, fine. I think we are live now. Maybe the notification may take some time. So,
Okay.
hi, teacher. Good evening. Nice to see you once again here in this live session.
Hi, Narat teacher. Thank you for asking me to join you. It's my pleasure. And how are
Okay,
you?
yeah, I'm fine.
Great.
So, I just wanted to ask few questions to you. Actually, we are starting
Sure.
the new batch from the 1st April 2024. And since you have been teaching English for a longer period of time and then you do come from the country of England, so how can we teach English more effectively to our students? What kind of methods and strategies can be followed by us, like which can be very effective for the beginners? Such kind of strategies that we follow in our teaching, which makes learning language effective, easier. The students, kids, adult, they learn in online lessons.
Okay.
What would you like to say,
There's a
please,
lot.
for now?
There's a lot there to unpick, I think, for learning English. Okay. You should know by now, I kind of like do my own thing a little bit. So my way of kind of teaching English is to look at the person and kind of see what they're interested in. Maybe it's sport, maybe it's animals, or you just have to find kind of what their particular thing is that they like. Once you kind of find that, it becomes a little easier because you can tune into. They already have a motivation to learn because they're interested in the subject. So that's where I would start probably first. And then you can build on that. For example, I have a student who has just come back from London and I've had her for maybe 2.5 years. And when she came to me, she was maybe A1 level. She's now aiming B2, high B2. In London, a man said to her, "Are you British?" because she was speaking English so well. She said, "No, I'm Turkish," and he was amazed that she could speak English so well. But that's by, with her, it's we tapped into kind of like space and the universe, which she was really interested in. She likes to travel, so if you can tap into like your students' likes and wants or needs, I think you're on a good place to start. Really, you're at a good place to start, should I say? So it depends on the person, depends on their age. Obviously, children you have more fun with. Adults you can have fun with too. I also like gamification. And by gamification, I don't mean kind of like just playing games for playing games, but playing games for a reason to learn. That's a good motivation tool as well. So actually, there's a lot kind of to unpick in what you asked me to kind of comment on. So maybe start at the beginning and do little bit by little bit, because obviously adults are different to children, are different to teenagers. So it depends on, who we're talking about. But generally, the more English you can listen to and read is a very good start for anybody. But don't make it too hard on yourself. If you can't read or understand what you're listening to, then it's too hard for you. You should be able to understand at least maybe 2/3 of it, with a little bit of room to obviously progress. So if it's too hard, you can't understand or don't understand what you're listening to, you need to drop down a little bit. So that's kind of initially where I would start. Okay, so I packed a lot into that little conversation. Okay.
Absolutely. So, as I got it, that you meant to say, like taking the topic, finding out the interest of students, like on which particular topic are they
That's true.
interesting in, and then trying
Yeah.
to
Topical
helping
topic.
them to do the more conversation based on the interested topic the
Yes,
students, the learner they like.
definitely. Because from those topics can come other topics as well. You might talk about travel, but then you might talk about kind of different countries. You might talk about the globe. It all has different vocabulary. It all has different kind of experiences. So, you have to get them motivated and interested in wanting to learn English. And I think you do that by kind of knowing what they want, they like. Also gives you a better rapport. You have something to talk to them about. If you don't know anything about that subject, it's also teaching you, so you go and learn about it. So it's expanding your kind of experience as well. And being like an international teacher, if you like, you learn different cultures from, well, here, like India, for example. I didn't know much about India before I came and spoke to you. Now I can converse a little bit more about Indian culture than I could before. So things like that. You have to be interested in your student, and because they're the one that's learning, you're not learning, they're learning. So you need to kind of find something that they're interested in. Otherwise, I don't see the point really. I don't know. Do you agree, or
Yeah.
is there a point other than
No.
wanting to learn?
Absolutely, I do agree, because it's very important. Based on the interest, then students will keep on showing their curiosity to learn and go forward.
For
That's okay.
sure.
That's what the conversation speaking practice is concerned about. I mean to say that, like, the teaching language as the second language, maybe the people coming from non-native English
Sure.
speaking countries where English is not spoken as the native language for them. So in that case, how about grammar structures, basic to advanced level, step by step? How can we build it up? Like, what are the methods and strategies can be followed so that student they don't get bored? Sometimes they are getting bored also because of the grammar structures, and how
Mhm.
important it is, how grammar teaching can be maintained along with the conversation speaking practice, so that students keep on developing their speaking practice and then do develop the grammar structures also. Because if students they don't have the knowledge about grammar, chances are they may keep on committing mistakes or making mistakes while having conversation speaking practice to someone.
Okay. Well, grammar obviously is an important part of any language. I particularly don't focus too much on grammar, but I have a friend who does it focuses on grammar by storytelling. So she tells stories, and kind of paints up ladders, and puts them into the different tenses. So that works very well for her. So storytelling for teenagers, maybe younger children, is a really great way to learn grammar. You can highlight the words. You can play around with the stories. You can make them inventive. You can create the story with your student or students, or if you're in a group, they can create maybe a superpower story or something, where he goes from the present to the past to the future, for example. Um, Possibly, maybe a good way to learn is also doing them kind of so present simple, past simple, doing it like that. So there's a kind of a set line, if you like. You follow a set pattern. But I think tenses keep it kind of simple, don't make it too complicated. And it has to be kind of step by step. So there's no point kind of knowing how to present simple. So I swim, I will be swimming is much more complicated. So you have to keep it to the level of your student, whether they're adult, teens, or children. So you can have an adult at A1 who wouldn't understand the future, tense, and a child at B2, who obviously may understand the future tense. So it depends on your child or the student to where you begin. But step by step, storytelling is great, and gap filling as well. So take out the word, give them the verb, and ask them to conjugate it. Put it into the correct tense. Playing around with tenses, kind of. Sometimes I've used like cards, and I've had them pick a card. So you might have to make a sentence, and then and I color code them. So verbs might be green, nouns would be red, adjectives would be blue, etc. So that kind of pattern, which gets them used to the structure in the sentence as well. So then you can visualize that. So it's quite clear that, okay, this is a verb, this is a noun, etc., etc. So that's a great way to learn as well. And then you can have like your base verb in say, I don't know, red, purple, whatever you choose. And then the ending or the change to that verb as it changes tenses would be a different color. So you can do it that way. So you give them the base verb and you say, okay, change it into the present perfect. So they have to change the word into the present perfect. So, but color coding is really helpful. Something I've used before and I found useful. Like I said, I try and like do things a little bit not by the book as such, but because I like to try and be a bit creative. So yeah, that's kind of how I would start. And kind of making, games of it as well. So getting them to come to the board, giving them a base verb on the board and say, okay, make that word into past perfect, past continuous, and then get them to use it in a sentence so that they understand the meaning of that. So, I'm not a very I'm not a bookworm. Like, I don't like to just read. I find it very difficult to learn that way. So I need to practice. So I can read a book for a week and I probably still wouldn't know what it said, but I need to kind of like read, look at videos, write, play around with it before I remember it properly. So we're all different learners. I'm a visual learner. So my way of learning is kind of by looking at things and tactile, getting hold of it, using it. But we're all different. So people can learn better by listening. People can learn better by touching, seeing, that. So it depends on your learning style too. So there's lots of different ways.
Absolutely, I do agree with you. You have explained a lot of things from storytelling, grammar
There's a lot
also,
there, yeah, for
speaking
sure.
also, word power also, and conversation also, making present to past, all those activities. Yeah, really, that's effective. But what about the translation? Like the people, those who have difficulty to understand English, what do you think about the translation method of teaching English? How effective it can be? Because whenever I watch some of the YouTube channels, I see that in our country, people are trying to focus people only to learn English through translation, and most of the people only want to follow that method of learning language, just firstly understanding in their own language and translating it into English language. This is what mostly happening, and people love to watch those kind of videos also. So how do you prefer this translation teaching method is going to be effective, or it's not
Okay.
effective? What you say
Okay,
about
that's a
it?
great question because it's a great question because I've worked at schools in Turkey, and it's interesting to watch the Turkish teachers translating or kind of speaking in English, because some you can see that actually you can physically see them translating in their head, and others are quite fluent. So I think it affects the fluency, and when you're actually translating it in your head, because you're obviously thinking about the English in your target in your mother tongue and trying to translate it, so you can kind of see this going on, so that it's more fluent if you don't do that. There's a very noticeable difference I found. Some teachers, their pronunciation wasn't as good as others, but fluency was the key. I think you're definitely more fluent if you don't translate it in your head first, if you can know it. That's what I found. I'm still learning Turkish. I translate in my head, so I can know, thinking about it while I'm trying to think. Okay, where does this word go? Does it go here? Does it go there? It doesn't come naturally to me, so I'm not fluent, and you can tell I'm thinking about it. And so the translation method, I'm not sure that's great for me, and for maybe quite some others. I think you just need to read more, listen more, and then try and put it together. Because again, if you can't, hearing or listening is really important, because you kind of get that you can understand the words obviously in context as they're being said. So that helps again with the grammar structure of sentences and work, for example. But translation in your head is not good for fluency, in my opinion. It makes it quite difficult. And then your language is kind of like bitty. It's kind of like, okay, the dog, I walked the dog, because you're translating it into from one language to another in your head instead of coming out of your mouth. So that's how, excuse me, that's how I see it. So,
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. As you
translation's
said
not for
that the
me that way.
translation method is not that much effective. Maybe it can be little bit hindrance for our the fluency. We want to be able to maintain the fluency when we keep on translating two languages in our head at the same time. That marks the standard of our fluency. We want to be able to be fluent in English language. I absolutely do agree when we talk about the translation method, though this can be effective for the beginners in order to understand what is language all about, but it can't be carried about for the longer period of time teaching English. Teaching English to English is more effective methods, maybe little difficult, but it works very perfectly.
Sure. But I'm also of the kind of opinion that there's nothing wrong in teaching beginners, particularly whatever age they are, with a little bit of kind of their own mother tongue. Because if you don't understand what I'm trying to say in English, if you can understand a little bit in your mother tongue, it can then turn into you understanding more in English. So I'm actually not opposed to kind of having a double languages or using two languages to initiate kind of understanding. And then as obviously they develop their English level, that can diminish, and you can have the lesson, or you can teach them all in English. I only say that because learning Turkish, I can remember sitting in a class of Turkish learners, and the teacher stood at the front and spoke entirely in Turkish, and I did not understand one thing. So if I don't understand what she's telling me, how am I going to get better at learning Turkish? I just didn't. That's not my way of learning. Some people are great at that, but for me, it didn't work, and I kind of got a bit demotivated, and it became challenging. I don't personally, for my students, I wouldn't want that to happen. I prefer that they had some understanding and came away with some self-confidence that they were doing a good job and they were learning English. But for me, unfortunately, in Turkish, that didn't happen. So I'm very mindful of kind of like how you learn, because it was difficult for me. It's a challenge if you don't understand.
Absolutely. Now, the final important question I think it's better to ask from you. What about the time period when we talk about learning language? We see some advertisements going on learn English in 45 hours, 20 hours, 1 month, 25 days. So, what can
Well,
be the actual time period when we talk about learning basic level for kids and for teenagers and advanced level? According to you, what can be minimum to maximum time period of learning language, especially when we talk about learning English language?
okay. Well, that's a loaded question as well, because how long is a piece of string? You know that how long's a piece of string? So it depends on your level. It depends on your motivation. It depends on why you want to learn it. So quick learning English, I don't think will work. Maybe in the long run, if you just need it for a specific purpose, like travel, learning a map or directions, yeah, it's okay. But for long term commitment or to use long term, I think you have to take it as much as you can dedicate to it, really. It's entirely up to the person. I would say, I mean, my student I have who is now B2, kind of high B2, I've had her for maybe 2.5 years. And she's coming up to, she's doing really well. So it depends, like I say, your motivation, your participation, how much do you do outside of the lesson? Are you watching films? Are you talking to people? What's your motivation outside of the lesson? Because if you're just going to your lesson and you're just leaving it there, then it's going to take a lot longer than if you actively
If we like
follow it.
maximize it, like minimum to maximum 3 months, 6 months, one
Okay.
year, 2 years.
Really, you want a time limit? Okay. I say minimum, say 2 months to learn maybe basics. The basic, literally
Two to
the
three months.
basics.
Let's go
But
for
I
2 to 3 months for the basic learning. I do agree. If you are
Yeah,
constant
I think
learner,
no, definitely.
constant learner,
You're
two
not
to
going to learn
three.
English. Yeah, you're not going to learn English in like 45 hours. You're not going to learn how to speak fluently in 45 hours unless you're kind of B2, C1 level anyway. So then you're different genre. But yeah, 2 to 3 months maybe for sure.
For
I
the
mean,
basic.
when I was learning Turkish, I did an intensive course over 6 weeks, but it wasn't good learning practice for me. It didn't work for me. So, like I say, everyone's different. So, okay, so yeah, 3 months to basics.
And
But basics covers a lot.
advance can go for 6 months
Advanced,
and one year. There is no limit also. 6 months, one year
no,
is
no,
important.
yeah, within a year, obviously, you should have a good grasp of A1, A2. If you're starting from the beginning, should be able to like use it in a fairly fluent manner for sure. Yeah, it depends again how much you study.
It
If
means
you don't
like
study outside of
it
your
means
lesson,
if you want to learn very confidently, fully, completely, so 6 months to one year is very important time, at least to devote once in life. Once in life,
yeah, if
devoting at
you
least 6 to 1 year for 6 months to one year for learning language.
possibly, if you're starting at the beginning, that will give you a really solid foundation to build the rest of your English on. Because if you have a good foundation to start with, then everything else becomes a little bit easier. It's when you're starting, kind of, if somebody's taught you English, but they've taught it the wrong way to you. And so you have to kind of go back and repair those faults. And it becomes more difficult. So if you have a good grounding, a good foundation, it becomes much easier in the future, because you're building on what you already know. But when you have to change back and try and kind of correct something that has been taught to you wrongly, it's very difficult then to kind of unpick that in your own brain to learn it a different way. So a good foundation, definitely. And so I suppose the longer you spend on that foundation, the better it is for you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, not for you, for students.
Anything else would you like to say? I appreciate you, and it was really nice discussions with you since you are as a senior teacher
I
teaching English
see
language.
you.
No, I consider as a senior
Okay,
teacher and then having a lot of experience of teaching English language in different countries, even having interaction in online lessons also people from around the world. So it's a joy for me to meeting you
so
in the live lesson.
thank you. It's been really interesting. Okay, one last thing. Okay, it's just pronunciation. Please don't worry about pronunciation. As long as you can be understood. Okay, pronunciation. It's nice to have some kind of accent to your English. We don't all want to sound like me, for example. It's nice to be a little bit different. You just need to be clear. Pronunciation is not everything. Okay, I know people get so kind of caught up that I need to pronounce it exactly like, this, that, the other. You don't need to. Just be clear in what you're saying, and that's fine. So please don't worry too much about pronunciation.
Okay, finally, what do you want to say to our viewers about our academy, Divya English Academy? How is this online lessons and academy doing for the students according to your observation?
Okay, for some time now, I've been doing an odd lesson here and there with a lovely Nirat teacher, and his students are fantastic. They are so polite, they're so resourceful, they're creative, they try very, very hard, they're very motivated, and they want to learn, and they're very interested in kind of like about me, my culture, things like that. So from my point of view, they have an excellent teacher and an excellent academy. I think it's great, that you provide that to your students. It feels like homely, it feels a safe environment for them to learn and obviously to develop their language. Yeah, I've enjoyed the time I spend with you. It gets
Thank you.
longer every time.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, fine. I think we are live now. Maybe the notification may take some time. So,
Okay.
hi, teacher. Good evening. Nice to see you once again here in this live session.
Hi, Narat teacher. Thank you for asking me to join you. It's my pleasure. And how are
Okay.
you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Great.
So, I just wanted to ask few questions to you. Actually, we are starting
Sure.
the new batch from the 1st April 2024. And since you have been teaching English for a longer period of time and then you do come from the country of England, so how can we teach English more effectively to our students? What kind of methods and strategies can be followed by us, like which can be very effective for the beginners? Such kind of strategies that we follow in our teaching, which makes learning language effective, easier. The students, kids, adult, they learn in online lessons.
Okay.
What would you like to say?
There's a
Please
lot.
go now.
There's a lot there to unpick, I think, for learning English. Okay, you should know by now, I kind of like do my own thing a little bit. So my way of kind of teaching English is to look at the person and kind of see what they're interested in. Maybe it's sport, maybe it's animals, or you just have to find kind of what their particular thing is that they like. Once you kind of find that, it becomes a little easier because you can tune into, they already have a motivation to learn because they're interested in the subject. So that's where I would start probably first. And then you can build on that. For example, I have a student who has just come back from London and I've had her for maybe 2.5 years. And when she came to me, she was maybe A1 level. She's now aiming B2, high B2. In London, a man said to her, "Are you British?" Because she was speaking English so well. She said, "No, I'm Turkish." And he was amazed that she could speak English so well. But that's by, with her, it's we tapped into kind of like space and the universe, which she was really interested in. She likes to travel. So if you can tap into like your students' likes and wants or needs, I think you're on a good place to start. Really, you're at a good place to start, should I say? So it depends on the person, depends on their age. Obviously, children you have more fun with. Adults you can have fun with too. I also like gamification. And by gamification, I don't mean kind of like just playing games for playing games, but playing games for a reason to learn. That's a good motivation tool as well. So actually, there's a lot kind of to unpick in what you asked me to kind of comment on. So maybe start at the beginning and do little bit by little bit, because obviously adults are different to children, are different to teenagers. So it depends on, who we're talking about. But generally, the more English you can listen to and read is a very good start for anybody. But don't make it too hard on yourself. If you can't read or understand what you're listening to, then it's too hard for you. You should be able to understand at least maybe 2/3 of it, with a little bit of room to obviously progress. So if it's too hard, you can't understand or don't understand what you're listening to, you need to drop down a little bit. So that's kind of initially where I would start. Okay,
Okay,
so I packed a lot into that little conversation. Okay.
absolutely. So, as I got it, that you meant to say, like taking the topic, finding out the interest of students, like on which particular topic are they
That's true.
interesting in, and then trying
Yeah.
to helping
Topic.
them to do the more conversation based on the interested topic the
Yes,
students, the learner they like.
definitely. Because from those topics can come other topics as well. You might talk about travel, but then you might talk about kind of different countries. You might talk about the globe. It all has different vocabulary. It all has different kind of experiences. So, you have to get them motivated and interested in wanting to learn English. And I think you do that by kind of knowing what they want, they like. Also gives you a better rapport. You have something to talk to them about. If you don't know anything about that subject, it's also teaching you, so you go and learn about it. So it's expanding your kind of experience as well. And being like an international teacher, if you like, you learn different cultures from, well, here, like India, for example. I didn't know much about India before I came and spoke to you. Now I can converse a little bit more about Indian culture than I could before. So things like that. You have to be interested in your student, and because they're the one that's learning, you're not learning, they're learning. So you need to kind of find something that they're interested in. Otherwise, I don't see the point really. I don't know. Do you agree, or
Yeah, yeah.
is there a point other than
No, no.
wanting to learn?
Absolutely, I do agree, because it's very important. Based on the interest, then students will keep on showing their curiosity to learn and go forward.
For
That's okay.
sure.
That's what the conversation speaking practice is concerned about. I mean to say that, like, the teaching language as the second language, maybe the people coming from non-native English
Sure.
speaking countries where English is not spoken as the native language for them. So in that case, how about grammar structures, basic to advanced level, step by step? How can we build it up? Like, what are the methods and strategies can be followed so that student they don't get bored? Sometimes they are getting bored also because of the grammar structures, and how
Mhm.
important it is, how grammar teaching can be maintained along with the conversation speaking practice, so that students keep on developing their speaking practice and then do develop the grammar structures also. Because if students they don't have the knowledge about grammar, chances are they may keep on committing mistakes or making mistakes while having conversation speaking practice to someone.
Okay. Well, grammar obviously is an important part of any language. I particularly don't focus too much on grammar, but I have a friend who does it, focuses on grammar by storytelling. So she tells stories, and kind of painted up ladders and, puts them into the different tenses. So that works very well for her. So storytelling for teenagers, maybe younger children, is a really great way to learn grammar. You can highlight the words. You can play around with the stories. You can make them inventive. You can create the story with your student or students, or if you're in a group, they can create maybe a superpower story or something, where he goes from the present to the past to the future, for example. Um, Possibly, maybe a good way to learn is also doing them kind of so present simple, past simple, doing it like that. So there's a kind of a set line, if you like. You follow a set pattern. But I think tenses keep it kind of simple, don't make it too complicated. And it has to be kind of step by step. So there's no point kind of knowing how to present simple. So I swim, I will be swimming is much more complicated. So you have to keep it to the level of your student, whether they're adult, teens, or children. So you can have an adult at A1 who wouldn't understand the future, tense, and a child at B2, who obviously may understand the future tense. So it depends on your child or the student to where you begin. But step by step, storytelling is great, and gap filling as well. So take out the word, give them the verb, and ask them to conjugate it. Put it into the correct tense. Playing around with tenses, kind of. Sometimes I've used like cards, and I've had them pick a card. So you might have to make a sentence, and then and I color code them. So verbs might be green, nouns would be red, adjectives would be blue, etc. So that kind of pattern, which gets them used to the structure in the sentence as well. So then you can visualize that. So it's quite clear that, okay, this is a verb, this is a noun, etc., etc. So that's a great way to learn as well. And then you can have like your base verb in say, I don't know, red, purple, whatever you choose. And then the ending or the change to that verb as it changes tenses would be a different color. So you can do it that way. So you give them the base verb and you say, okay, change it into the present perfect. So they have to change the word into the present perfect. So, but color coding is really helpful. Something I've used before and I found useful. Like I said, I try and do things a little bit not by the book as such, but because I like to try and be a bit creative. So yeah, that's kind of how I would start. And kind of making, games of it as well. So getting them to come to the board, giving them a base verb on the board and say, okay, make that word into past perfect, past continuous, and then get them to use it in a sentence so that they understand the meaning of that. So, I'm not a very I'm not a bookworm. Like, I don't like to just read. I find it very difficult to learn that way. So I need to practice. So I can read a book for a week and I probably still wouldn't know what it said, but I need to kind of like read, look at videos, write, play around with it before I remember it properly. So we're all different learners. I'm a visual learner. So my way of learning is kind of by looking at things and tactile, getting hold of it, using it. But we're all different. So people can learn better by listening. People can learn better by touching, seeing, that. So it depends on your learning style too. So there's lots of different ways.
Absolutely, I do agree with you. You have explained a lot of things from storytelling, grammar
There's a lot
also,
there, yeah, for
speaking
sure.
also, word power also, and conversation also, making present to past, all those activities. Yeah, really, that's effective. But what about the translation? Like the people, those who have difficulty to understand English, what do you think about the translation method of teaching English? How effective it can be? Because whenever I watch some of the YouTube channels, I see that in our country people are trying to focus people only to learn English through translation, and most of the people only want to follow that method of learning language, just firstly understanding in their own language and translating it into English language. This is what mostly happening, and people love to watch those kind of videos also. So how do you prefer this translation teaching method is going to be effective, or it's not
Okay.
effective? What you say
Okay,
about
that's a
it?
great question because yeah, it's a great question because I've worked at schools in Turkey, and it's interesting to watch the Turkish teachers translating or kind of speaking in English, because some you can see that actually you can physically see them translating in their head, and others are quite fluent. So I think it affects the fluency, and when you're actually translating it in your head, because you're obviously thinking about the English in your target in your mother.
You have a great morning, right? Hope you have a great morning. Hmm. And another way, rise and shine. Hmm. You can say rise and shine. Fine. Then how you can just greet someone. And there are many other ways. A splendid morning to you, a resplendent and magnificent morning, a chocolatey and mesmerizing morning. These are the different ways how we can just greet to someone, right? Clear? A mesmerizing sunshine. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I have written few of them, so please go with the same. Okay, whenever you are greeting someone, a lovely morning to you. Hmm. And as you know that I have already mentioned few of the sentences earlier that you can say like how are you? So Sonam, if I ask you how are you Sonam, what are the different ways you can just answer me in different ways? Sonam,
Yes, ma'am.
the different ways you can answer me, reply me. my question, how are you, Sonam?
I am hale and hearty.
Hmm. What
I am
else?
on the top of the world.
Okay.
I am on cloud nine. I'm doing my great.
Hmm. Next. Okay. I am fit as a fiddle. Hmm. I'm fit as a fiddle. Or as you can say, I'm alive and kicking. I am alive and kicking. Hmm. These two. Nalini, now change your I'm hale and hearty with these two phrases, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Now you have to use these two phrases from today onwards, right? Mr. Sunil, are you there? Mr. Sunil,
Yes, ma'am.
a chocolatey and mesmerizing evening to you, Mr. Sunil. How are you today?
I am good today, ma'am.
Good, good evening. What is that? I have mentioned a few of the phrases used from there. I'm fit as a fiddle. Say,
I am fit as fiddle, ma'am.
hmm. I'm hale and hearty. Say, I am
I am alive and
hale.
kicking.
Okay. I'm hale and hearty, you can say. Okay.
I am green and hearty, ma'am.
Hmm. So write down all these things, right? In your notebook.
Yes, ma'am.
If someone asks you, how are you? So you can use these phrases, okay? From today onwards.
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
tell me I'm fine. Don't use I'm fine, okay? Stop using that. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now, suppose you want to say, means you are feeling today, you're upset, right? So if I ask you, hey, why you seem like this? Are you upset today? So if you are upset, so how can you tell me? Yeah, yeah. Sonam, are you having your dinner? By chance, Sonam,
Yes, ma'am.
you are having your dinner, right? That's why
Yes,
you are
ma'am.
muted. Okay. If you are not feeling, miss, today you are in blue. Okay. So it means you are sad. So how would you say? How would you say I am sad? Now, please tell me. Is there another way to say I am sad? You can say I feel bad. Okay, I feel bad. Fine. Mr. Sunil, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What else you can say? I am upset. Okay.
I feel bad.
I feel bad. I'm upset. I feel blue. I feel blue. Yes. Nalini, do you have any other sentence to say? Hmm?
Mm,
Any idea?
no, ma'am.
Okay, you can say I feel a little down today.
Yes, ma'am.
I feel a little down today. Or you can say either I am a bit, I'm a bit heartbroken. I am a bit
Heartbroken.
heartbroken. Hmm. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Or I am feeling miserable. I am feeling miserable. It means you are sad, right? There are different ways to say. Or here, heartbroken. No? I am deeply disheartened. Okay, I'm deeply disheartened.
Ma'am, I am not feeling very well. Is it right?
Yeah, actually you are sad, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you feel bad. I'm not feeling bad now. I am not feeling bad, right? You want to say, yeah, you can say I'm feeling bad. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
you can say, right? I'm deeply disheartened. Hmm?
Yes, ma'am.
There's very beautiful term that comes up in my mind that is called melancholy. Melancholy.
Melancholic.
Melancholic.
Sorry, dear, someone has come. Okay. Melancholy. Okay, you can say, have you heard
Melancholy.
Sonam earlier? I'm telling you,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
in a melancholic.
And
Melancholic.
long face?
Yeah, it's adjective now. Melancholic. I'm in a
Yes.
melancholic mood. Yeah, sadness, sad. Melancholy, sad. Okay,
And
I'm in melancholic mood. Yes, yes, Sonam.
long face?
Yeah, long face. Yeah, yes. Why are you having a long face today? क्यों चेहरा लटका रखा है? क्या हो गया? Right? What happened? Yeah, long face. Clear. Okay. नलिनी,
Yes, ma'am.
समझ आया?
Yes, ma'am.
इसको ले लीजिए स्क्रीनशॉट इसका, ठीक है?
Ma'am, done.
Mr. Sunil, what about you?
I am fit as fired, ma'am.
Hmm? I am fit as a fiddle. बट मैंने
I
आपसे
am
बोली
fit as
स्क्रीन ले
fiddle,
लीजिए.
ma'am.
हम्म.
Done, ma'am.
आप जरा स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए. आई एम फिट एज अ फिडल. आई एम नॉट आस्किंग यू हाउ आर यू. हाँ, फिट एज अ फिडल. ओके.
Yes, ma'am.
एक मिनट रुकना, ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am.
ओके. आपको एयरपोर्ट का पढ़ना था ना?
Yes, ma'am.
चलिए देखते हैं क्या है इसमें. देखिए, ये क्या है? एयरप्लेन, एरोप्लेन के बारे में बात करते हैं. ओके.
Yes, ma'am.
सी, दिस इज कॉल्ड आयल सीट. AISLE. आयल. आयल. क्या कहते हैं इसको?
I'll.
आयल. आइसल मत पढ़ना इसको. क्या बोलोगे?
I'll.
आयल सीट. ये जो वे जा रहा है ना, ये रोड, ये जो आपको पाथ मिल रहा है, इस पाथ के साइड का जो सीट होता है ना, इसको कहते हैं आयल सीट. अदरवाइज विंडो के सामने जो होता है वो कहते हैं विंडो सीट. समझ आया?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ये आयल सीट है. ये आयल सीट प्लेन में ही नहीं होता. यू नो, जैसे मॉल वगैरह में हम जाते हैं तो वहां पे भी आयल्स होते हैं ना.
Yes, ma'am.
फूड जब लेते हैं कुछ तो आयल्स उसके बीच में से भी होते हैं रास्ते जहाँ से हम ट्रॉली को लेके जाते हैं, राइट, अलग अलग सेक्शंस में, वो भी आयल होते हैं, ठीक है। तो माइल आयल सॉरी आयल जो होता है ये जो पाथ है ना, ये इसको बोलते हैं आयल, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट इज शटल बस। नलिनी, दिस इज कॉल्ड
शटल बस।
शटल बस। शटल बस, ठीक है। इस शटल बस का यूज हम क्यों करते हैं? इस शटल बस में क्या होता है, पैसेंजर को लेके जाया जाता है, ठीक है, फ्लाइट में चढ़ाने के लिए, ठीक है। अगर आपका टर्मिनल जो है वो रनवे से दूर है जहां पर की फ्लाइट है, ठीक है, लैंड कर रखी है, तो वहां तक जाने के लिए हम लोग शटल बस का यूज लेते हैं, वो प्रोवाइड करते हैं अपनी तरफ से, ठीक है,
यस,
एयरपोर्ट वाले,
ठीक है मैम।
ठीक है। एंड रनवे इसको बोलते हैं जहाँ पे की फ्लाइट लैंड करती है या यहाँ से टेक ऑफ करती है, दिस कॉल्ड रनवे। सो जैसे हम लोग 3 घंटे पहले ही वहां पे चेक इन करते हैं, ठीक है, डॉक्यूमेंट्स वगैरह सब दिखाते हैं, तो उसके बाद हमारे पास अगर कुछ टाइम होता है, सो यू कैन हैव फूड इन लॉन्च, यू कैन टेक रेस्ट ओवर हियर, ओके, एंड you can have food and tea, coffee, whatever you want. You can spend some time over here, right? This is called launch. लॉन्च के लिए जो है मतलब अगर आपके पास कार्ड है, कार्ड में फैसिलिटी है, तो इजीली आप उसका बेनिफिट उठा सकते हैं। लॉन्च में आपको 1 रुपए या 2 रुपए, शायद मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा, 2 रुपए में फूड आप खा सकते हैं जो भी खाना है, बट वो 2 रुपए भी आपके कार्ड में रिटर्न आ जाएंगे, समझ आया? बाद में लॉन्च में
यस मैम।
फैसिलिटीज होती है, तो कार्ड में अगर आपकी फैसिलिटीज है तो ये ले सकते हैं, अदरवाइज यू कैन जस्ट पे एंड हैव फूड आल्सो, राइट। दिस इज कॉल्ड एयर ब्रिज। ये तो इसका यूज करते हैं शटल बस का जब हम लोगों का ये जो रनवे है काफी दूर होता है, बट ये एयर ब्रिज है, ये देख रहे हैं आप एयर ब्रिज, इसमें से लोग जो है डायरेक्ट जो है ना एंटर करेंगे डोर से, ठीक है, डायरेक्ट। इसमें इन्होंने देखिए यहाँ पे कुछ इन्होंने यूज किया है, स्टेयर्स का नहीं किया ना, स्टेयर्स का कोई यूज नहीं किया,
नो
ठीक है,
मैम।
ऊपर चढ़ने के लिए। तो ये जो है ये आपका डायरेक्ट आपको एंटर करने में हेल्प करेगा फ्लाइट के अंदर। क्लियर? इतना समझ आ गया?
यस मैम।
ओके, एक मिनट। अभी आपको दिखाई दे रहा है चेंज हुआ है या फिर नहीं? स्लाइड चेंज हुई है?
नो मैम।
नहीं ना, वही स्टॉप स्क्रीन करके करना पड़ेगा फिर से। रुको। Now, Melanie, say
यस मैम।
pick up, landing, check in, right? क्या मतलब होते हैं इनके? पहले हम इसको समझते हैं। Pick up, landing, check in, take off, drop off, runway, shuttle bus, air bridge, launch, aisle, ये तो मैंने आपको समझा दिया,
यस मैम।
राइट? क्लियर? टेक ऑफ होता है जब फ्लाइट जो है वो फ्लाई करना स्टार्ट करती है, राइट?
यस मैम।
क्लियर? एंड चेक इन का क्या मतलब होता है? चेक इन का मतलब क्या होता है? जब आप
लैंड
फ्लाइट
डॉक्यूमेंट। यस मैम।
जब आप एंटर करते हैं ना, वो लोग आपकी सारी डॉक्यूमेंट्स को चेक करते हैं, राइट? चेक इन करते हैं ना, तो वहां पे कुछ उनका प्रोसीजर होता है, यू हैव टू गो थ्रू दैट प्रोसीजर। आपकी जैसे लगेज वगैरह की चेकिंग होगी, सब कुछ चलता है उसमें, प्रोसेस होते हैं, राइट? क्या वेट आप कैरी कर रहे हो, नहीं कर रहे हो। लैंडिंग होता है जब फ्लाइट लैंड करता है। पिकअप होता है किसी को पिक करना, एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ले जाना, राइट? पिकअप। ड्रॉप ऑफ मतलब छोड़ना, समझ आ गया? ड्रॉप ऑफ
यस
मतलब
मैम।
किसी को छोड़ना, ये तो नॉर्मल वर्ड्स होते हैं, राइट? नाउ व्हाट आई वांट यू नो, Sonam, are you done with your dinner?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Now what I want to know, इसको पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप पहले इसको रीड करो, बोलो। यस, सोनम रीड करो इसको।
Okay. Pick up.
नहीं, ऐसे मत पढ़ो, मैं आपको
Okay.
यहाँ से बोल रही हूँ, इस लाइन को पढ़ो। A long narrow,
A long narrow passage between rows of seats in an aircraft.
उठाओ यहाँ से, इसका आंसर क्या होगा बताओ।
Okay. I'll.
I'll. Right? I'll.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Nalini, number 2.
A room in an airport where people can wait and relax. Lounge.
Lounge. Mr. Sunil. Mr. Sunil.
Yes, ma'am.
चलिए नंबर 3 पढ़िए. A bus.
A bus that takes passenger from the airport terminal to the aircraft.
Hmm. क्या आएगा इसका?
Airport.
Hmm? A bus that takes passenger from the airport terminal to the aircraft. एयरपोर्ट टर्मिनल से एयरक्राफ्ट की तरफ जो बस आपको लेके जाती है उसको क्या बोलते हैं मिस्टर सुनील? अभी तो बस दिखाया था आपने आपको. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? That is called. क्या बोलेंगे? देखो इसमें से पिक करो जल्दी से क्विकली. इसमें से कौन सा आएगा? क्या कहेंगे उसको?
Shuttle bus, ma'am.
देखो बस की वजह से आपने ले लिया ना इसको. अभी मैंने आपको पिक्चर दिखाई थी शटल बस की. कितनी बड़ी सी बस थी. कहा था ना.
Yes, ma'am.
थोड़ा सा ध्यान से सुनिए. ठीक है, ध्यान रखा करो. ओके नलिनी कम अप.
Yes, ma'am. A level ground where the aircraft takes off and lands. Landing.
फिर से चेक करो.
Or
A level ground where the aircraft takes off and lands. अभी
then
दिखाया था.
take off.
सोनम आप बताइए.
Yes, ma'am.
सोनम क्या होगा इसका? The level ground where the aircraft takes off and lands.
Runway.
Runway. नलिनी रनवे. वो ग्राउंड नहीं देखा था
Yes,
जहाँ पे
ma'am.
लैंड करती है. मैंने बोला था ना ये रनवे है.
Yes, ma'am.
रनवे. वहां पे जो है ना फ्लाइट्स जो होती है एयरक्राफ्ट जो रन करते हैं बहुत स्पीडली रन करेंगे फिर जाके वो जो है टेक ऑफ करते हैं. ठीक है.
Okay, ma'am.
नाउ नेक्स्ट मिस्टर सुनील.
Yes, ma'am.
बढ़िया. A covered passage.
A covered passage by which passenger can go from an airport building to aircraft.
A covered passage by which passengers can go from an airport building to aircraft. सीधे एयरपोर्ट बिल्डिंग से टर्मिनल से सीधा मतलब वहां पे एंटर कर जाते. क्या है वो एयरपोर्ट बिल्डिंग से जो फ्लाइट
Airbridge,
करते हैं?
ma'am.
यस ब्रिज देखा था
Airbridge.
ना. हाँ वो मूवेबल होता है.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. गुड. नाउ सोनम
Yes, ma'am.
नेक्स्ट.
To get someone from a place and take them to somewhere else. Pick up.
नलिनी
Yes, ma'am.
नेक्स्ट.
When an airplane returns to a ground landing.
करेक्ट. यस नेक्स्ट मिस्टर सुनील.
When a place leaves and begins to fly.
ये प्लेन है प्लेस नहीं है वो. बोलो.
When a plane leaves and
प्लान नहीं
begins
प्लेन
to
है ये.
fly.
प्लान नहीं है प्लेन.
Plane.
एयरक्राफ्ट.
Plane leaves and began to fly. Aircraft.
क्या होगा? When a plane leaves and begins to fly. क्या होगा उसका? क्या कहते हैं उसको? जब प्लेन जो है फ्लाई करना स्टार्ट करता है उसको क्या बोलेंगे मिस्टर सुनील?
Take off, ma'am.
यस. दो चीजें आपको याद रखनी है. टेक ऑफ एंड लैंडिंग. ठीक है. लैंडिंग में लैंड में आ जाती है फ्लाइट और टेक ऑफ में वो ऊपर की तरफ उड़ती है. ठीक है. वो ख्याल रखना इन चीजों का प्लीज. ठीक है. Now,
Yes, yes.
mm, yeah, Sonam,
Yes, ma'am.
go for next one.
To take someone to a place and leave them there. Drop off.
Correct. Drop off. And you, Nalini?
To register at a hotel or at the airport. Mm, check-in.
करेक्ट. चेक इन में क्या होता है? रजिस्टर. जैसे होटल वगैरह में भी जाते हो ना, तो चेक इन ही करते हो, राइट? इफ यू हैव
Yes,
बुक
ma'am.
द होटल ना, यानी ऑनलाइन, सो उसमें भी आपको चेक इन करना है, और जब आप वहां से आ जाओ तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? चेक ऑफ करना. ठीक है, सॉरी, चेक आउट करना. ठीक है, क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
चेक इन एंड चेक आउट. एक मिनट, चलो इसको पढ़िए, सॉल्व करिए. नलिनी स्टार्ट हो जाइए.
Our flight our flight is from Delhi to Goa at 7 in the evening yesterday.
आवर
No,
फ्लाइट.
ma'am. No, ma'am. Our flight was from Delhi to Goa at 7 in the evening yesterday. We, we called
Ma'am, we
yesterday.
have to use
ट्राई करो इनका.
these words. Okay.
इनका यूज करोगे. ठीक है नलिनी,
Yes, ma'am.
ब्रेन में लाओ और बोलो क्या आएगा. अभी हेल्प नहीं करना, सोनम करने दो इनको. आवर फ्लाइट.
Take off from Delhi to Goa at 7 in the evening yesterday.
तो टेक्स ऑफ होगा, या हम कहेंगे टुक ऑफ. यस्टरडे है ना,
Yes, ma'am.
तो टेक क्या बन जाएगा? ठीक है, अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट ना टेंसेस आपको चेंज भी करना है. क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
यस. हु इज नेक्स्ट? मोनिका.
Ma'am, Monica is not there.
सॉरी, यू सॉरी, सोनम.
Okay. Shuttle bus.
हम्म.
Took Shuttle bus took us from the airport terminal to the aircraft for boarding.
हम्म. यस, करेक्ट. मिस्टर सुनील, योर टर्न.
This flight dropped at 5 in the morning at Indira Gandhi Airport.
दिस फ्लाइट डैश, क्या आएगा?
Drop man.
दिस फ्लाइट डैश ड्रॉप. ड्रॉप.
Drop
नो, दिस फ्लाइट
take up
lands at 5 in the morning at Indira Gandhi Airport, right?
land. Yes.
अगर ये फ्लाई करता ना, took off at 5 in the morning from आता फिर यहाँ पे from इंदिरा गांधी एयरपोर्ट, लेकिन यहाँ पे at है, इसका मतलब ये लैंड कर रहा है. This flight lands at 5 in the morning at Air Gandhi Airport, okay? Indira Gandhi Airport. अगर ये टेक ऑफ होता तो हम कहते this flight takes off at 5 in the morning from Indira Gandhi Airport. समझ आया 8 और 8 और 4 का क्या मतलब डिफरेंस आ रहा है मीनिंग में?
Yes. ma'am.
हम ये कहेंगे ना कि यहाँ पे
Yes, ma'am.
उतरता है,
Land
यहाँ
हो
पे
रहा है. Land हो रहा है.
हाँ, यस, ठीक है.
Yes.
Okay, now who is next? Nalini, your
Yes,
turn.
ma'am. It is good to check in at the airport 2 hours earlier before the scheduled time.
Correct. And what about you?
Yes, ma'am.
Your turn.
We should fasten our seat belt during takeoff.
Good. Mr. Sunil, your turn.
Runway
Hmm.
is the level ground where our aircraft land and takes off. Runway आएगा।
Very good. Very good. Okay. Now, let me check this. Who is there? Good evening, Monica.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you today? How
I'm
is it
good,
going
ma'am.
on?
What about you?
I'm fantastic, fantabulous. Thank you for asking. So now see, please. It's pilot, right? It's air hostess. You all are aware of air hostess. Luggage, whatever you just carry along with you, luggage. Hand luggage. They allow to carry your hand luggage along with you during means in the flight. But ये जो बड़े वाले लगेज होते हैं ना, ये आपको सबमिट कराना होता है वहां पे, ठीक है? कॉकपिट, कॉकपिट इस प्लेस को बोलते हैं जहां पर कि ये पायलट और उनके को पायलट जो है ना बैठते हैं, इस एरिया को कॉकपिट बोलते हैं। फास्टन सीट बेल्ट, फास्टन का मतलब होता है सीट बेल्ट लगाना। प्लीज फास्टन योर सीट बेल्ट, ठीक है? और बक्कल भी बोलते हैं, बक्कल योर बेल्ट, फास्टन भी बोलते हैं, ठीक है? इट्स फ्लाइट, पैसेंजर्स, टेक ऑफ, फ्लाइट जब उड़ती है, लैंडिंग, जब फ्लाइट नीचे उतरती है, बोर्डिंग, बोर्डिंग मतलब होता है फ्लाइट पे चढ़ना। अगर मैं उतरने की बात बोलूं तो मैं बोलूंगी डिबोर्डिंग, डिबोर्ड, बोर्ड एंड डिबोर्ड, ओके? डिबोर्डिंग होती है जब नीचे उतरते हैं, राइट? जब हम अपने डेस्टिनेशन में पहुंच जाते हैं तो वहां हम डिबोर्डिंग करते हैं, और जब हम यहाँ से जाते हैं तो वो बोर्डिंग करते हैं। बोर्डिंग पास मिलता है जब आप अपने अपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स वगैरह सब दिखा देंगे, ठीक है? तो वहां से आपको एक बोर्डिंग पास मिलेगा। उसके बाद उनको कोई मतलब नहीं क्या है आपके पास, टिकट विकेट कुछ नहीं देखेंगे, बट आपको बोर्डिंग पास जरूर चेक करेंगे। बट यू आर अलाउड टू बोर्ड द फ्लाइट नॉट, राइट? या
फ्लाइट पे चढ़ने को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलेंगे?
बोर्डिंग, 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 बोर्डिंग,
No, ma'am.
बोर्डिंग द फ्लाइट, या एंड डीबोर्डिंग,
Okay, ma'am.
ठीक है? डिपार्चर लॉन्च, डिपार्चर लॉन्च क्या होता है? जहाँ पे आप मतलब जैसे डिपार्चर करने वाले, तो वहां पे लॉन्च, मैंने आपको कल अभी भी बताया था लॉन्च के बारे में। ये लॉन्च के बारे में आपको पता है कि ये लॉन्च होता है, ठीक है? नाउ कुछ चीजें हैं बट ये क्लियर है कि नहीं पिक्चर, मुझे थोड़ा सा डाउट है। इज इट क्लियर? अच्छा, मैं थोड़ा सा बड़ा करके दिखाती हूँ।
Yes, ma'am.
समझ आ रहे हैं? ओके,
Yes, ma'am.
देखो, एक है बैगेज क्लेम। जब आप अपने बैगेज को क्लेम करते हैं कि ये सामान मेरा है, जब आप अपने डेस्टिनेशन में पहुंच जाएंगे तो आपको बैगेज क्लेम करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? चेक इन का आपको समझ में आ गया कि वहां जाकर अपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स वगैरह दिखाएंगे, रजिस्टर में अपनी एंट्री करवाएंगे, दैट इज चेक इन। अब बोर्डिंग पास, बोर्डिंग पास क्या होता है? इसको बोलते हैं बोर्डिंग पास, राइट? बोर्डिंग पास जिसे बोलते हैं, वो बोर्डिंग पास देते हैं जिससे कि आपको फ्लाइट में जो है बोर्डिंग करनी होती है, राइट? हैंडबैग, हैंडबैग इसको बोलेंगे जो कि आप अपने साथ कैरी कर सकते हैं, हैंडबैग को कैरी कर सकते हैं, राइट? लगेज को नहीं। चेक पॉइंट, चेक पॉइंट में जाके आपको ये रहा चेक पॉइंट, लगेज रखा है आई थिंक, 1 मिनट 2 मिनट रुकना। कस्टम्स, कस्टम्स ये होते हैं जो कि चेकिंग वगैरह करते हैं, राइट? और डेस्टिनेशन ये हमारा है जहां पर हमें जाना है। टू एक्सीड, एक्सीड का मतलब होता है जब ओवर वेट हो जाता है कोई चीज, ये टू एक्सीड। इसको जो है ये स्केल है, स्केल में तो ये नाप रहे हैं इसको। टू एक्सीड मतलब कई बार क्या होता है, आप लोग को एक मिनिमम कुछ वेट का कुछ मैक्सिमम वेट बताया होता है। कितना वेट बताया आपको? आपने टिकट काटी है ना?
Yes,
पर्सन
ma'am.
के साथ
35
पर्सन,
kg.
एक पर्सन के साथ कितना वेट बोला है उन्होंने?
35 kg.
35 kg। अगर आप 40 kg लिखोगे लोगे ना तो वो एक्सीड कर जाएगा, ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
तो वो एक्सीड हो जाता है। समझ आया? यहाँ पे जो है ना, यहाँ पे आपका ये है, आपकी चेकिंग चल रही है, चेकिंग हो रही है, चेक इन। ये अच्छा चलो, इसमें जो है आपके ये जो 9 है और यहाँ पर 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 है, ठीक है? सो देयर आर सम क्वेश्चंस, यू हैव टू मैच दीज क्वेश्चंस विद दिस वर्ड्स, ओके? टू गो बियॉन्ड द साइज और अमाउंट दैट इज अलाउड, क्या होगा? टू गो बियॉन्ड द साइज और अमाउंट, भाई आपको आपको एक साइज या अमाउंट बोला है, इतना केजी आप ले जा सकते हो, उसके उसके बियॉन्ड अगर आप जाओगे
To exceed.
exceed,
To exceed,
Exceed.
right? A place that someone is going to. ऐसी जगह जहां पर कि कोई जाता है उसको क्या बोलेंगे?
destination,
Destination.
डेस्टिनेशन, करेक्ट. और अ प्लेस यू वेट योर लगेज. ऐसी जगह जहां पर कि आप अपनी लगेज को वेट करते हैं, वेट करते हैं, उसको क्या बोलेंगे?
checking, ये checkpoint,
चेक पॉइंट. एक
Baggage
मिनट.
claim.
नहीं, बैगेज क्लेम नहीं होता ये. नो 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 नो. अच्छा, इसको 2 मिनट के लिए साइड रखते हैं. नंबर 4 देखते हैं. प्लेस वेयर सिक्योरिटी ऑफिसर चेक्स योर एंड स्कैन्स योर बैग्स. चेक पॉइंट, ये होगा चेक पॉइंट. जहां पर के सिक्योरिटी जो गार्ड्स होते हैं ना, वो आपको चेक करते हैं, वो चेक पॉइंट होता है. ठीक है. एंड नेक्स्ट है अ पीस ऑफ पेपर विद विच यू ट्रैवल. वो पीस ऑफ पेपर क्या है जिससे कि आप ट्रैवल करते हो फ्लाइट
a
में?
boarding pass,
बोर्डिंग पास, राइट. अ प्लेस वेयर यू शो योर पासपोर्ट एंड गेट अ बोर्डिंग पास. इसको बोलेंगे चेक इन. वो जगह जहां पर कि आपको ये बोर्डिंग पास वगैरह मिलता है ना, वो चेक इन होता है. चेक इन काउंटर होता है, चेक इन काउंटर, राइट. अ प्लेस वेयर अ सिक्योरिटी ऑफिसर चेक्स योर लगेज एंड गुड्स. जो सिक्योरिटी ऑफिसर जो है जहां पे करते हैं वो कस्टम्स होते हैं. ठीक है, कस्टम्स. एंड अ प्लेस वेयर यू कलेक्ट योर बैग्स आफ्टर ट्रैवल. ट्रैवल के बाद जहां पे आप अपनी चीजों को कलेक्ट करोगे वो होगा बैगेज क्लेम. क्या होगा? बैगेज क्लेम
Ba-
काउंटर.
yes ma'am,
ठीक है. एंड अ बैग दैट यू टेक ऑन द प्लेस ऑन द प्लेन विद यू. प्लेन आना चाहिए, सॉरी. अ बैग दैट यू टेक ऑन द प्लेन विद यू, दैट इज
handbag,
that you can say handbag. Yes, handbag you can carry along with you. Now clear?
yes ma'am,
So customer officer, what's his duty? Actually, he is inspect luggage, documents, right? And like aircrafts and cargo to monitor the border crossing. Border crossing जो होता है ना, जैसे आप एक बॉर्डर से दूसरे बॉर्डर में जाओगे, मतलब कहीं दूसरी कंट्री में जाओगे, तो कस्टम्स ऑफिसर वहां पे होते हैं और वो चेक करते हैं आपके सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स वगैरह. ठीक है,
yes ma'am,
क्लियर?
clear ma'am,
उनकी ऑथेंटिसिटी को चेक करेंगे, राइट? क्लियर?
yes ma'am.
मोनिका, कुछ पूछना है आपने?
No, ma'am.
एक मिनट रुको ये ना. अभी जो है हम आपको दूसरी स्क्रीन दिखाते हैं. एक मिनट. यस, सी दिस इज एयरपोर्ट, राइट. नंबर 1 देखो, ये है आपका एयरप्लेन नंबर 1, राइट. कैन यू सी माय कर्सर? कर्सर
Yes
देख
ma'am,
सकते हैं? ओके. इसे इसे कहते हैं हम लोग एयरप्लेन या एयरक्राफ्ट, राइट. इसके बाद है नंबर 2 एयर ब्रिज. नंबर 2 क्या है? एयर ब्रिज. ये आपको अभी हमने दिखाया था फ्लाइट के अंदर जब जाएंगे डायरेक्टली, तो इसको हम कहते हैं एयर ब्रिज, राइट. इट इज मूवेबल. नेक्स्ट इज कंट्रोल टावर. दिस इज कंट्रोल टावर नंबर 3. ओके. यहाँ से सिग्नल मिलता है फ्लाइट्स को, लैंडिंग करना है, क्या करना है, यहाँ से सिग्नल मिलता है. कंट्रोल टावर, ये जो टावर है यहाँ से कंट्रोल किया जाता है फ्लाइट्स को. लैंडिंग लाइट्स. लैंडिंग लाइट्स जो होती हैं, ये देखो, ये है ना रनवे, देख रहे हो? इसमें ये लैंडिंग लाइट्स, जब रात का समय होता है तो उनको कैसे पता चले उनको कहाँ उतरना है? ये जो लाइट्स होती है ना, ये ब्लिंक कर रही होती है, राइट. उनको पता लगता है ये जो है इनका रनवे है, यहाँ पे उनको लैंड करना है. क्लियर? नेक्स्ट इज हैंगर. हैंगर क्या होता है? यहाँ पे फ्लाइट्स को टांगे रखते हैं, जैसे ये रहा हैंगर, देख रहे हो? हैंगर्स बने हुए हैं, वो हैंग कर देते हैं उसको. अगर कुछ चेकिंग वगैरह करनी है ना इंजीनियर्स ने, तो वो हैंग करते हैं. अदरवाइज ये हैंगर्स है, राइट. यहाँ पे रखा जाता है फ्लाइट्स को. चेकिंग वगैरह होती है टेक ऑफ करने से पहले. चेक इन काउंटर. दिस इज चेक इन काउंटर. यहाँ पे आपको अपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स वगैरह सब कुछ चेक कराने होंगे, राइट. लगेज कॉरोसल. ये देखो लगेज कॉरोसल ये वाला है, ये जो राउंड होता रहता है ना, मूव करता है. और लोगों को जब अपना लगेज उठाना होता है ना, यहाँ से उठा लेते हैं अपने लगेज को, राइट। नलिनी, एक काम ध्यान रखना, जब अपने लगेज को आप लेके जाओगे ना,
यस
उसमें
मैम।
कुछ अपना टैग लगा लेना। टैग इन द सेंस कुछ रिबन वगैरह कुछ बड़े से लगाने ना, कुछ अलग सा, जैसे कि भीड़ में आप अपनी बैगेज लगेज को पहचान सको। ठीक है,
ओके
कुछ
मैम।
कलरफुल रिबन, सैटन रिबन वगैरह हमने लगाए थे। मैंने तो 3-4 कलर लगा दिए थे एक साथ, दूर से दिख गया कि हाँ ये हमारा लगेज है, राइट। तो ये जो है ना, इसको आप करके जरूर जाइएगा, तो भीड़ में आपकी लगेज पहचान में आ जाएगी। गुम भी हो जाती है लगेज, ध्यान रखना। तो दिस इज कॉल्ड लगेज carousel, राइट। नेक्स्ट इज पैसेंजर लॉन्च। पैसेंजर लॉन्च कहाँ पे होते हैं? जहाँ पे पैसेंजर्स बैठते हैं। अभी मैंने लॉन्च दिखाया था आपको ऑन नंबर 8, ये बाहर का है, इन्होंने बाहर रखा है लॉन्च को, ठीक है। वैसे इसके लिए रूम्स अलग होती है, खाने पीने की चीजें सब कुछ अवेलेबल होती है, डिपेंड करता है। मतलब मुझे जो एक्सपीरियंस है वो मुझको ये इंदिरा गांधी एयरपोर्ट का एक्सपीरियंस है, राइट। काफी बड़ा है, सबसे बड़ा है ये। तो अदर्स अदर्स जैसे मैं दूसरी जगह गई थी तो वहां पे इतना बड़ा मुझे नहीं मिला था, ठीक है। डिपेंड करता है एयरपोर्ट कैसा है, प्लेस कैसा है। नेक्स्ट इज पैसेंजर, यू नो, एयर होस्टेस भी आपको पता है कौन होती है, राइट। पायलट भी पता है, गेट पता है, पासपोर्ट, फ्लाइट टिकट, लगेज भी पता है। बैकपैक, देखो बैकपैक क्या है, ये जो पीछे ये पर्सन ने कैरी कर रखा है ना, इसको कहते हैं बैकपैक। तो जैसे आप इजीली इसको जो है हैंड बैग, मतलब इसको आप कैरी कर सकते हो। जनरली क्या होता है, अगर कोई पर्सन, मतलब आई वुड से मेल पर्सन होता है ना, जैसे मीटिंग वगैरह के लिए जा रहे हैं, उनके कुछ डॉक्यूमेंट्स वगैरह है, मे बी विद इन मतलब 2 आवर्स की कोई मीटिंग है, फिर वो वापस आ जाएंगे। सो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम दे कैरी दिस बैकपैक, ओके। द अदर वन इज ट्रॉली। ट्रॉली में क्या होता है, देखिए सामान को ले जाया जाता है, राइट। ट्रॉली, आप एक साथ बहुत सारे बैग्स इसमें रख सकते हो, पुट कर सकते हो एक ही ट्रॉली में। नेक्स्ट इज बैगेज स्कैनर। बैगेज स्कैनर में क्या होता है, वहां पे अपने लगेज को हम रख देते हैं, वो स्कैन होके जाता है, राइट। और उसमें क्या चीजें हैं उसको चेक किया जाता है। ये तो आपने वैसे भी एक्सपीरियंस किया होगा मेट्रो स्टेशन में, राइट। कभी गए मेट्रो स्टेशन में, ट्रेवल किया मेट्रो से?
नो
नलिनी
मैम।
आंटी, ओ गॉश, अच्छा। ये वो बैगेज स्कैनर होता है। बैगेज स्कैनर में अगर आप कोई भी चीज ऐसी मत कैरी करना नंदिनी, नलिनी,
यस
वो लोग
मैम।
मना कर देंगे। मेडिसिन वगैरह सब कुछ मना कर देते, स्प्रे, कोई भी आपकी पॉइंटिंग ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं होना चाहिए वहां पे, ठीक है। वो आपको अलाउ नहीं करेंगे ले जाना, ठीक है। बड़ा ध्यान
ओके।
रखना इनको, वो रख ले अपने पास ही रख लेंगे सब कुछ, आपको रिटर्न नहीं मिलने वाला, वेरी ऑनेस्ट। तो ऐसा चीज लेना ही नहीं है, राइट। खाने पीने में भी वो लोग ड्राई फ्रूट्स, कुछ मतलब ड्राई अगर फूड है तो अलाउ कर देते हैं। इवन तो वाटर बॉटल भी कई बार अलाउ नहीं करते। वो तो डिपेंड करता है कि आप कहाँ से किस फ्लाइट से जा रहे हैं, राइट। डिपेंड करता है, अलग अलग जो है ना
यस मैम।
एयरलाइंस होती है, तो डिपेंड करता है वो किसको अलाउ कर रहे नहीं कर रहे, ठीक है। पे फोन्स क्या होते हैं? पे फोन्स इनको बोलते हैं जहाँ पे कि आपने 1 रुपए का कॉइन डाला और आपने बात किसी से कर ली, राइट। क्लियर। एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड विंड सॉक। विंड सॉक जो होता है, कहाँ गया ये रहा, ये आपको बताएगा कि हवा का जो है हवा कहाँ पे मूव कर रही है, हवा की मूवमेंट को बताएगा, ठीक है। ये हमसे हमसे मतलब नहीं होता, ये फ्लाइट से मतलब होता है उन लोगों को, ठीक है। वो मूवमेंट को देखते हैं, ठीक है। क्योंकि आपको पता है अगर कभी काइट अगर आपने उड़ाई होगी तो सबसे पहले एयर की मूवमेंट को देखा जाता है, राइट। उसी के साथ काइट उड़ाई जाती है, am I right?
यस
अब वेल
मैम।
मुझे उड़ानी उड़ानी नहीं आती है, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, बट हाँ ऐसा करते हैं, राइट। क्लियर हो गया ये सारा? कोई डाउट
यस
तो नहीं है?
मैम।
क्लियर। एक मिनट। मिस्टर सुनील सो तो नहीं गए?
नो मैम।
हाँ आज तो हम आपको घुमाने लेके गए हैं भाई, सोना मत।
सोचना।
आज नहीं सोना, आज तो बड़ी बड़ी आंखें करके टुकटुकी लगा के देख रहे हैं मिस्टर सुनील, है क्या ये, है ना? आगे फाइन। कभी गए हैं आप फ्लाइट में मिस्टर सुनील?
नो मैम।
नहीं गए? चलो
असल
आज
में एयरपोर्ट बहुत कम है।
आज हम आपको बिना टिकट की यात्रा करा रहे हैं, राइट। ओ खुश,
यस
एक मिनट।
थैंक यू
अच्छा
मैम।
ये अच्छा स्लाइड हो रही है शेयर, पिक्चर्स दिख रही है आपको?
यस मैम।
यस मैम।
तो दिस इज ईयरफोन। नलिनी, ईयरफोन लेके जा सकते हो आप, बट वहां पे वो लोग अलाउ नहीं करते हैं कि आप ना नेट ऑन कर सको। बट हाँ, अगर कुछ गाने वगैरह डाउनलोड करके ले जाओगे तो वो सुन सकते हो आप, ठीक है। अदरवाइज वो अलाउड नहीं करेंगे नेट वगैरह चलाना, ठीक है। उनको प्रॉब्लम होती है, सिग्नल्स नहीं मिलते हैं उनको, इसीलिए। डोमेस्टिक एयरलाइंस क्या होते हैं, जो कि हमारे भारत के अंदर ही चलेगी, ठीक है, एक ही जगह पे, डोमेस्टिक। नेक्स्ट है सीट। आपको पता है क्रू क्या होता है, इनका मेंबर, जो क्रू मेंबर्स होते हैं वो सब कुछ, जैसे आपके पायलट वगैरह, को पायलट्स वगैरह जो होते हैं ना उनके साथ, वो होता है उनका क्रू। मेंबर्स को बोलते हैं ग्रुप ऑफ पायलट्स एंड ऑल, को पायलट्स। लाइफ वेस्ट क्या होता है, लाइफ वेस्ट का यूज तब किया जाता है अगर मतलब कुछ प्रॉब्लम आती है, कुछ मतलब जैसे लोगों को पैराशूट वगैरह दिया जाता है, राइट। तो उस ऐसे सिचुएशन में जो कि उनको लोगों को बचाना होता है, तो लाइफ वेस्ट वहां पर होती है सीट्स में। ये सीट बेल्ट है, गेट है, ये आयल है, दैट आई हैव ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन यू। पैसेंजर्स, कस्टम्स, राइट। फ्रेजाइल, फ्रेजाइल आइटम्स, अगर आप कोई चीज ऐसा लेके जा रहे हो जो कि टूटने का डर होता है, तो उस आइटम के ऊपर आपको लिख देना चाहिए फ्रेजाइल। जो फ्रेजाइल के, अगर आपने वहां पे बोल दिया कि हाँ ये फ्रेजाइल आइटम है, इसमें कोई एक सी चीज है जो टूटे ना, तो वो लोग अपने आप ही उस चीज को लगा देते हैं, जिससे कि इजीली आपका सामान एक जगह से दूसरे डेस्टिनेशन में पहुंच जाए। दैट इज कॉल्ड फ्रेजाइल, ओके। दिस इज इमरजेंसी लैंडिंग। वन वे, वन वे में क्या होता है, फ्लाइट एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाती है, रिटर्न नहीं। वन वे मतलब अगर हम कहते हैं नलिनी, हैव यू टेकन द टिकट फॉर वन वे और टू वे। वन वे का मतलब है कि आपने जाने जाने की टिकट लिया, आने की भी लिया, ठीक है। तो वन वे मतलब होता है जब हम जाने की, हम या कोई बोलते हैं ना, ए मतलब जाना या आना, कोई सिंगल, ठीक है। सूटकेस यू आर अवेयर ऑफ। एस्केलेटर आपने देखा होगा नलिनी, एक्सपीरियंस
Yes,
किया है,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ओके फाइन। डिले होता है कई बार, अगर आपकी क्लाइमेट में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, राइट, तो वहां पे डिले होता है, सिक्योरिटी है ये। एंड अराइवल एंड डिपार्चर, टू टाइमिंग्स होता है, वन इज अराइवल, अनदर इज डिपार्चर। सो तो जब फ्लाइट जो होती है अराइव करती है, तो उसका टाइमिंग बताया जाता है कि कब पहुंच रही है, और डिपार्चर कब वो जा रही है। लगेज आपको पता है ऑलरेडी, डिपार्चर मैंने बता दिया। डिपार्चर मतलब जैसे आपकी फ्लाइट अगर आप यहाँ से पकड़ रहे हैं, तो आपकी फ्लाइट कितने बजे डिपार्चर होगी, और अराइव आपके ऑस्ट्रेलिया में कब होगी, दैट इज अराइवल टाइमिंग। आपके हस्बैंड के लिए वो अराइवल टाइमिंग है, और यहाँ से आपके लिए डिपार्चर टाइमिंग है, क्योंकि आप यहाँ से अभी टेक ऑफ कर रहे हो, और जब वहां पे आप लैंड करोगे वो अराइवल टाइमिंग है। समझ आ गया?
Yes, ma'am.
कुछ और डाउट तो नहीं है?
No, ma'am.
फाइन, चलिए हमने आपको थोड़ा बहुत आइडिया दे दिया फ्लाइट का, अब आप फ्लाइट में उड़िए।
Okay, ma'am.
रुक जाओ।
Ma'am, in dreams,
ड्रीम्स क्यों, वो जा रही है, उन्होंने बोला, इसलिए तो मैंने उनके लिए थोड़ा सफर आसान कर दिया।
ma'am, where will she go?
शी इज गोइंग नाउ, डोंट यू नो, यस्टरडे शी शेयर्ड। इतनी देर से आपने एयर फ्लाइट में बैठ के दोनों ने बातें की, पैसेंजर थे। वेयर शी इज गोइंग नाउ, सी सी।
She is going right now.
ओह नो डियर, शी विल बी गोइंग।
When, ma'am?
आस्क टू हर।
Nalini. When will
Hi,
you go?
Sonam.
When will you
I'm
go?
I'm going. I will be going on 12th of February.
February. Okay.
Yes. You are invited to come there for
No.
नलिनी,
You
दिस
are
इज
going
कॉल्ड बाय,
alone.
नलिनी दिस इज कॉल्ड बायसनेस। आपने सिर्फ सोनम को इनवाइट किया, मुझे तो किया ही नहीं।
ma'am. You are
सुनिए,
also invited.
ओह नो नो नो, अब मुझे नहीं चाहिए इनविटेशन, नो 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 नो। Okay, now we are going to learn something about flight, right? See, situation at the check-in desk. ऐसा करो, सोनम एंड नलिनी, चलो एक एजेंट बन जाओ, और एक लॉस एंजलिस में जा रही, चलो कैरी ऑन।
Can I become agent?
एक मिनट सुनो, वो स्लाइड, हाँ चलो स्टार्ट करिए प्लीज।
Okay. Good afternoon. Where are you flying today?
Los Angeles.
May I have your passport, please?
Here you go.
Are you checking any bags?
Just this one.
Okay, please place your bag on the scale.
I have a stopover in Chicago. Do I need to pick up my luggage there?
Now here the term is stopover. Stopover क्या होता है? Actually आपका stopover आने वाला है because you are going to fly Australia. तो आपको दो फ्लाइट चेंज करनी है. Am I right? तो जो आप
Yes, ma'am.
बीच में जो एक फ्लाइट जहां पे उतरोगे ना वो आपका स्टॉपओवर है. समझ आया?
Yes, ma'am.
वहां से आप दूसरी फ्लाइट को चेंज करेंगे. It is going to happen. Going to be happen.
Ma'am, when will she go first?
Oh my God. Ask to
No,
her.
no, where will she? Okay, Nalini, where will you go
Australia.
first?
Australia. She is going Australia.
No, no, ma'am.
Hmm.
She will change her flight.
Yes. First
So
Okay.
that's
Delhi
Okay.
why
to
I'm
Mal-
asking.
First is
Okay.
Delhi to Malaysia, then Malaysia to Adelaide.
You are
Okay.
okay. You are going from Delhi to Malaysia.
Yes, ma'am.
So you are just about to come at my place only. Very near. Okay. Now read out. Agent. शुरू करिए.
Okay. No, it will go straight through to Los Angeles. Here are your boarding passes. Your flight leaves from gate 15A and it will begin boarding at 3:20. Your seat number is 26E.
Thanks.
Okay. This is conversation between an agent and a passenger. Now is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Nalini?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there you have learned a new term, stopover, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And now, here you can see some common phrases that may be asked to you, like instead of where are you flying today, the agent may ask, what's your final destination? This is another way to speak. Ask, okay? So, Nalini, you have to just tell, final what is your final destination? That is Australia. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Next one is you can say, here you go. If you have been asked to show your paper or something like that. So you can say, here you go. Okay. When you give something to somebody. Of course, like whenever you are purchasing something in the market, as well as if you are just paying by your card or you are paying cash, at that time also, if the
Ma'am,
person is asking you, yeah,
ma'am, destination is always final.
huh,
So why we are using final destination?
see final destination, that is final destination because she is going to Australia, but in the middle she is just going to she is going to landing in between. A stopover is there. At that time her destination will be that what you said, Chicago, what was that, the
Malaysia.
first
Malaysia.
Malaysia, yeah, that is her destination, that is not her final destination. Okay,
Okay,
clear.
ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, next is you can say, here you go, means whenever you are just giving something to someone, right? If you have been asked for something. Next is to check your bags. To check your bags means to put them on the airplane inside the cargo compartment, right? The small bag you take with you on the airplane is called a carry on. जो छोटा सा बैग है ना नलिनी, आपको अलाउ किया जाता है, आप ले जा सकते हैं अपने साथ फ्लाइट में. That is called carry on. You need to put your carry-on bags through the X-ray machine at security. So don't ever try to just carry anything like which is not allowed to you. Clear?
Yes,
Check
ma'am.
it. I think that is mentioned over there in tickets, or maybe you can just ask for the same. Okay, you can just go for some inquiry as well. Fine, but they will not allow to take even medicine as well. I know this.
Why,
Uh,
ma'am?
N-
this is not allowed, and if she is going to
Ma'am,
Australia,
if
I think.
someone is a patient of certain disease,
So,
so
so for that you have to take that na, like doctor will write down, prescribe this everything. Okay, that you have to show. The
okay,
proof will be there. Okay, otherwise you cannot take on your own. Okay,
okay.
you have to show. Next is the scale. Scale is equipment, right? That tells you the weight of your luggage. That is 45 kg, or for example, like as Nalini said, it is 35 kg now. Okay. So at a scale, they check whether it is exceeding the limit or not. A stopover or layover. So it is like Malaysia, that is stopover or layover for Nalini. Nalini, two words, stopover or layover, okay, for Malaysia. Is when the airplane stops in a different city before continuing to the final destination. Now, I think it is clear to you, final destination, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Final destination is Australia, right? For her. If the agent says that your luggage will go straight through, okay, go straight through, it means actually she is just like boarding from Delhi, okay. So when she uh, give it for checking and all, so it will just her luggage, she can claim for her luggage in Australia only. She cannot get it on the way, means layover, when she is going to layover now. In Malaysia, she is not going to get her luggage. It will just reach out at the final destination only. It means go straight through. मतलब सीधा जाके उनको ऑस्ट्रेलिया में मिलेगा, चाहे उन्होंने बीच में कहीं पे भी हॉल्ट किया हो. समझ आ गया? मिलेगा ऑस्ट्रेलिया में ही. नलिनी समझ आया?
Yes, ma'am.
बीच में आपको कहीं नहीं मिलने वाला लगेज. सो इट इज गो स्ट्रेट थ्रू. It means it will go directly to the final destination. And you don't need to pick it up during your stopover. Stopover के समय आपको नहीं मिलने वाला वो लगेज, ठीक है? Next one is boarding passes. Boarding passes are the tickets that permit you to enter the airplane, right? And when a plane begins boarding, it means that the passengers start to enter the plane. Usually, boarding time is 30 to 60 minutes before takeoff when the plane leaves. Now, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
30 to 60 minutes का time मिलता है, okay? Next is tips and suggestions. If you don't know where the check-in desk is, you can ask an airport employee, excuse me, where's the Delta check-in desk? Or excuse me, where's the American Airlines check-in desk? If your bag is heavier than the weight limits, or if your bag is larger than the size limits, you may need to pay an oversized baggage fee. Extra charge आपको लगेंगे नलिनी. आपको
Yes,
35
ma'am.
केजी अलाउड किया, अगर आपने कुछ ज्यादा रख लिया ना, इसका मतलब आपको एक्स्ट्रा चार्ज पे करने पड़ेंगे, बेयर करने पड़ेंगे, ठीक है? दैट इज कॉल्ड ओवरवेट बैगेज फी. क्लियर नलिनी?
Yes, ma'am.
तो आपने क्या सोचा है, एक्स्ट्रा चार्ज देनी है या बस हल्का फुल्का लेके जाना है?
Ma'am.
No, ma'am. Only 28 kg.
Only 28 kg.
Yes, ma'am.
So you
What
have
are you
already,
carrying with you?
oh, she is carrying along with her, means someone is there, Sonam. She is very light in weight.
No, ma'am. My weight is 40 kg.
Okay.
Sonam,
Fine.
my weight is 70 kg.
Oh my God.
My height is 5'9".
According to that, it is okay. According to that, that is okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So she is not that much fat, she's average.
Yes, ma'am.
Weight goes with height only. If your height
Yes,
is like
ma'am.
less, then you will just you will look like plumpy. Okay. But if like height is good, so it's okay. Fine.
Ma'am,
Yes,
my
Otherwise,
height
ma'am.
is 5'2".
otherwise, okay, 5'2" में अगर 70 kg होता ना, आप लगती गोलू मोलू. Okay. So now, if you have fragile or sensitive item, fragile means sensitive item, जो कि break होने के chance होते हैं, right? If you have fragile or sensitive items in your bag that might you can ask the agent, please mark this bag as fragile. वो अपने आप ही fragile वहां पे लिख देते हैं, ठीक है, जिससे break ना हो. कई बार होता है ना, बहुत से लोग कैरी करते हैं बहुत सी चीजें, राइट? जैसे कि ग्लास का हो गया, कोई भी आइटम हो गया जो कि किसी के लिए गिफ्ट लेके जा रहे हैं, तो बड़े उसमें फ्रिजाइल लिख देंगे तो वो फिर ब्रेक नहीं होगा, ठीक है? केयरफुली वो हैंडल करेंगे. हैंडल विद केयर वहां पे लिखा होगा. इफ यू वांट टू आस्क if the flight will leave at correct time, you can say, is the flight on schedule? आपको अगर पूछना है कि फ्लाइट टाइम पे है या नहीं है, राइट? सो आप बोल सकते हैं, is the flight on schedule? The agent will respond either yes if the flight is on time, or there is a 20-minute delay. If 20 minutes, it may be more also and less also. Okay, so there is a 20-minute delay. For example, if the flight will leave later than expected. Later than expected, suppose your flight, hey Nalini, what is the timing of your flight that is going to like, kick off? The timing of your flight is
Ma'am, 1 p.m.
1 p.m. Okay, so exactly if there is delay, so for example, for some reason, suppose there is some delay and the flight is going to take off at 1:30, so it is delayed by 30 minutes, right? 30
Yes,
minutes
ma'am.
delay. Okay, now you can see some of the question over here. So I would like, please proceed with the same, both of you. Now, on flight going to or inside the US, you will probably be asked some extra security questions before or during check-in. वो पूछते हैं questions. Here are some sample questions and the correct responses. Agent पूछते हैं, did you pack your bags yourself? वो पूछते हैं, क्या आपने क्या अपना बैग खुद पैक किया? Yes, मैंने ही किया है. Are you carrying any firearms or flammable material? कुछ जलने वाली चीजें होती है ना, कुछ वैसी
No,
चीज के
no.
लिए फ्लेमेबल, तो वो पूछते हैं वो चीजों को. ठीक है. Has your luggage been in your possession or all the time? मतलब आपका जो लगेज था वो क्या हर टाइम आप ही के साथ था? ये तो नहीं है कि बीच में कहीं यहाँ वहाँ हुआ हो, राइट? Next is has your luggage, okay, be careful here. Some agents ask if your luggage has been in your possession at all the time and others ask if your luggage has been outside your supervision or possession at any time. मतलब ऐसा कहते हैं कि ऐसा कभी हुआ जैसे कि आप लगेज रखा आपने और मे बी आप रेस्ट रूम में गए हो या फिर आप कहीं और गए हो, मतलब थोड़ी देर के लिए आप जो है डिसमेंटल हुए हैं अपने लगेज के साथ. ओके, तो उस बीच में ऐसा भी हो सकता है कोई आपके लगेज को जो है चेंज कर दे, तो इसी को वो फॉर श्योर वो जानना चाहते हैं कि ऐसा कुछ तो हुआ नहीं है, वो आपसे कुछ क्वेश्चनिंग करते हैं. The answer to the first question is yes, and the answer to the second question would be no. Okay. So, has anyone given anything to carry on a flight? वो पूछते हैं कि आपको किसी ने कुछ चीज दी है कि फ्लाइट में कैरी करने के लिए? No. Next is, are you aware of the regulations regarding liquids in your carry-on, which must 3.4 ounces or less and placed inside a single quart-sized ट्रांसपेरेंट प्लास्टिक बैग? अगर आप जैसे वाटर वगैरह भी अगर वो अलाउ करते हैं तो 3.4 आउंसेस अलाउ करते हैं, उससे कम भी होता है. और क्या होता है, वो प्लास्टिक बैग मतलब वो ट्रांसफरेबल होना चाहिए, वो दिखना चाहिए. ठीक, अगर वो ट्रांसपेरेंट है तो ठीक है, अदरवाइज वो अलाउ नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है. अदरवाइज ज्यादातर फ्लाइट्स में क्या होता है, आप अगर बोर्डिंग करते हैं ना तो तुरंत एंटर करते वक्त ही आपके हाथ में एक एक बोतल पकड़ा देंगे सीट पे बैठने से पहले. गुड मॉर्निंग करके, गुड आफ्टरनून करके बॉटल देते जाते हैं वो लोग, ऐसा भी होता है. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज, आर यू अवेयर ऑफ रेगुलेशंस? और ये हो गया, इफ यू वांट टू टेक एनी लिक्विड्स on a flight in United States, they must be 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliter or less, and you must put them all in a clear, right? Now you can see transparent plastic bags. क्या होते हैं? Each passengers can take only one bag on the plane. एक ही बैग लेके जा सकते हैं वो. हर मतलब जितने भी पैसेंजर्स है आपकी फैमिली में, अगर 4 जने हैं तो 4 जने अपने 4 लगेज को कैरी कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि हर पर्सन के साथ कुछ एक लगेज वो कैरी के लिए होता है, राइट? उसका भी वेट होता है कुछ. इफ यू हैव बिगर बॉटल्स ऑफ लिक्विड लाइक शैम्पू, वाइन एटसेट्रा, यू नीड टू पुट देम इनटू अ चेक बॉक्स बैग. वो जो आपने बड़ा वाला बैग दिया ना, अगर आपने कोई सामान ऐसा लेना है तो प्लीज नलिनी उसको आप अपने चेक बैग में वहां पे डाल दीजिए, कैरी बैग में मत लेना. समझ आ गई मेरी बात?
Yes, ma'am.
सिचुएशन 2, गोइंग थ्रू सिक्योरिटी. ये देखो सिक्योरिटी चेक है, देखो ध्यान से देखो. देयर आर 2 पीसेस ऑफ इक्विपमेंट्स इन सिक्योरिटी. यू पुट योर बैग्स थ्रू द एक्सरे मशीन, या तो एक्सरे मशीन से जाएगा. ठीक है. कभी एक्सपीरियंस नहीं किया आपने एक्सरे मशीन का नलिनी?
No, ma'am.
ओके. एंड यू वॉक थ्रू द मेटल डिटेक्टर. ये मेटल डिटेक्टर है, इसके अंदर से अगर आप जाओगे ना, अगर आपके चाबी होगी या कुछ भी चीजों का, आपने बैंगल्स भी पहन रखे हैं, अगर वो मेटल के है तो ये सिग्नल देता है. मेटल डिटेक्टर है ये. एंड एक्सरे मशीन हैज अ कन्वेयर बेल्ट. ये जो एक्सरे मशीन होती है ना, एक कन्वेयर बेल्ट होता है इसमें. वो बेल्ट जो है ना मूव होता रहेगा और जो लगेज है वो आगे की तरफ जाता रहता है एक्सरे मशीन की तरफ, राइट? मूव करता रहेगा. उसे कहते हैं कन्वेयर बेल्ट जो मूव होता है. आपने एक्सपीरियंस किया है? आप दोनों में से किसी ने? सुनील जी और लाइक क्या नाम है, सोनम?
No, ma'am.
कन्वेयर बेल्ट वगैरह. कन्वेयर बेल्ट, अच्छा आपने कभी क्या वो नहीं किया, ट्रैवल नहीं किया आप लोगों ने, क्या मेट्रो से?
No, ma'am.
ओ उसमें कन्वेयर बेल्ट होते हैं, वो मशीन में अपने आप ही चलता रहता है वो, और वो आगे की तरफ लगेज जाता रहता है. That moves your baggage automatically through the machine. Machine में automatically वो move होता है. You can put small items like keys or money into plastic bin. अगर कोई money वगैरह है या आपकी चाबियां है, तो उसको आप प्लास्टिक, उसमें एक वो ट्रे सा देते हैं, उसमें आप रख सकते हैं. वो चेकिंग करने के बाद ना आपको रिटर्न कर देते हैं. पहले वो चेकिंग से होके जाता है, राइट? क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Agent, please lay your bags flat on the conveyor belt and use the bins for small object. वो कहते हैं कि जो बैग्स है उसे कन्वेयर बेल्ट के ऊपर रख दीजिए, राइट? और जो आपकी जो छोटे छोटे ऑब्जेक्ट है उसको बिन्स में रख दीजिए, प्लास्टिक बिन्स में. डू आई नीड टू टेक माई लैपटॉप आउट ऑफ, मतलब, या आप दोनों बात करो प्लीज. चलो रीड करो. एजेंट, नलिनी, पैसेंजर. एजेंट कम अप.
Okay. Please lay your bags flat on the conveyor belt and use the bins for a small object.
Do I need to take my laptop out of the bag?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Take off your hat and your shoes too. You walk through the metal detector. Please go back. Do you have anything in your pocket? Key, cell phone, loose change?
I don't think so. Let me try taking off my belt.
Okay, come on through. You are all set. Have a nice flight.
Fine. So this is all about your conversation. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Mr. Sunil,
Yes, ma'am.
कर लिया आपने बिना टिकट की यात्रा?
Yes, ma'am.
चलिए. तो डर तो नहीं लगा फ्लाइट में?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
It was nice visit.
Ma'am,
Yes.
immigration, about immigration.
पता है आपको इमिग्रेशन क्या होता है? नहीं पता?
So,
Immigrants.
आप अभी आप जो हो, आप वहीं पे परमानेंट रहने वाले हो ना,
yes, ma'am.
फॉरेन कंट्री में जाके. दैट इज कॉल्ड इमिग्रेशन ना.
Yes, ma'am.
तो वहां
Ma'am,
की
I
नेशनलिटी तो
think
आपको मिलेगी 10 साल, आई थिंक 10 साल की होती है ना रहने के बाद.
no,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Ma'am, in
Ma'am,
India.
he
हाँ,
is
Other countries I don't
my
know, but in India,
इंडिया का तो 10 इयर्स है. हाँ, मुझे भी
yes,
इंडिया
ma'am.
का पता है. हाँ,
ma'am.
बोलिए.
My
हाँ.
husband is PR of
ओके.
Australia.
ओके.
So,
So
Nalini, you
you
will not come India.
will not come
Mm,
back.
You will
yes,
not
I
come
come.
back to India.
She will
Yes,
come back na. Her family is there only, right, Nalini?
yes, ma'am. After 6 months or 1 year, my in-laws and my family are in India.
Okay, so your husband family and your family both are living in India.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So go for some conversation practice, right? Would you like to go with any situation? Am I audible or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So now, बहुत एयरपोर्ट पढ़ लिया आप लोगों ने. चलो, अभी जो है नलिनी,
Yes, ma'am.
आप ट्रैवलर हैं, राइट? एंड सोनम एजेंट बन
Yes.
जाइए. नलिनी चेक इन कर रहे हैं. चलो एयरपोर्ट में देखते कैसे बात करते हो. चलो नलिनी, गुड मॉर्निंग, स्टार्ट हो जाओ. नलिनी,
Yes, ma'am.
स्टार्ट हो जाओ. एजेंट के साथ बातचीत करिए.
I'm I am going to Delhi.
Where are you flying?
Pardon?
Where are you flying?
I am flying to Australia.
Yes, ask her some questions. Ask her documents and everything, please.
Do you have all the documents?
Here go there. Here go.
Here you go.
Here you go.
How many things are you carried?
I
Carrying.
carry.
Carrying.
Okay.
I
How
am
many things
carrying.
are you carrying?
I am carrying one luggage bag and one backpack.
Okay. Do you have any flammable thing?
No,
Flammable
I don't.
material?
No, I don't have. I think I don't have.
I think.
I
श्योरिटी
think
दीजिए. थिंक विंक से कोई बात नहीं होती है. थिंक.
Yes, I don't have.
हाँ, पूरा खोल के बैठ जाएंगे आपका सारा सामान.
ma'am, what I have to ask her?
नहीं पता?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, where is Monica?
Monica?
Hi, Monica.
Monica, are you there?
I think
No.
she is sleeping.
No.
She
Actually
is
वो फ्लाइट
doing
में.
household.
She is still on flight. Yeah, she is in the kitchen, not household. I know she's in the kitchen. Yeah, she's
Yes,
cleaning her
ma'am.
kitchen.
Look,
Okay, fine.
she's left.
जागो मोहन प्यारे, जागो. Okay. एक काम करते हैं. अच्छा, इस टाइम ना मिस्टर सुनील को ले लीजिए, ठीक है, अपने साथ. मोनिका चलेगा क्या? मिस्टर सुनील. मिस्टर सुनील.
Yes, ma'am.
चलिए, एक काम करते हैं. आप ट्रैवलर बन जाओ और नलिनी आप एजेंट बन जाओ, ठीक है, चलेगा?
Yes, ma'am.
ध्यान से करना, ठीक है. ट्रैवलर कौन है? मिस्टर सुनील. और नलिनी आप क्या हो?
Agent.
ठीक है, चलो स्टार्ट हो जाओ. मिस्टर सुनील, बात करिए, एजेंट खड़े हैं भाई.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. I did like to check in for my lecture to look luggage to London.
Good morning. May I see your passport and ticket, please?
एक मिनट मिस्टर सुनील
Sorry.
स्क्रीन शेयर है आपके साथ कैन यू सी द
Yes,
स्क्रीन
ma'am.
ओके रीड आउट
Yes,
फ्रॉम हियर
ma'am.
ओनली आई थिंक ओके फाइन करो करो
Here they are.
Thank you. Do you have any checked baggage?
Yes, just one
Please
suitcase.
place it on the scale. Great, your bag is within the weight limit. Here's your boarding pass. Your gate is V12 and boarding starts at 10:30 a.m.
Thank you. Could you tell me where security
Yes, it's straight ahead and to your right.
got it? Thank you. Help me.
You are welcome. Have a great flight.
ओके फाइन ना आप बात करिए नलिनी and Sonam. Now can you do this? Sonam,
Yes, ma'am.
can you do?
Ma'am, I will do tomorrow.
Feeling sleepy?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, man. Okay, I'm just giving you. Just give me 1 minute, right? I'm just giving you. Uh,
Ma'am, Saturday or Sunday is off.
uh, I think Sir takes class. I don't know. From my end, it's off.
Yes, ma'am, sir takes class in the evening.
You have lot of stuff now, Nalini. You don't have
Yes,
off now. You have lot of things to do. I have already mentioned you. Okay, carry
yes,
on with
ma'am.
this. This is the opportunity you have to
Ma'am,
avail.
but
Hmm?
I will be going mm,
Mhm.
1st February to my in-laws' home.
So first February, it's I think first February tomorrow itself.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't say first
Ma'am,
February.
2nd February.
Okay. So it's Sunday.
Yes, ma'am. My in-laws in Punjab.
Mhm. So are you not going to take classes? From there you
Ma-
can take now.
No, ma'am, only Sunday.
Only for Sunday. Then you will come back from there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then it's okay. Fine. Now Nalini and Sonam. Sonam, flight attendant. Nalini, passenger. Right? Carry on.
Okay.
Nalini.
Excuse me, may I adjust my seat now?
I'm sorry, but please keep your set upright until we reach cruising altitude.
All right, understood. Also, can I use my phone?
Please switch it to airplane mode for safety reasons.
Got it. Thank you. Flight.
You're welcome. Enjoy your flight.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of cruising altitude?
ओके क्रूजिंग एल्टीट्यूड जो होता है ये एक हाइट होती है जिसमें कि एयरक्राफ्ट जो होती है ना टेक ऑफ करने के बाद वो एक स्मूथ उसमें आ जाती है ठीक है मूव करना स्टार्ट करती है जहां पर उनका जो एक मतलब एक
Now,
ना जैसे ऊपर की तरफ जाती है ना
stratosphere.
हम्म
Yes, ma'am. In a stratosphere, plane move.
हाँ हाँ, स्ट्रेटोस्फेयर, एग्जैक्टली। स्ट्रेटोस्फेयर जो होता है ना, जहां पर की फ्लाइट्स मूव करती है, तो उनके लिए एक जो है ना, जो एटमोस्फेयर होता है ना, बड़ा ही ऑप्टिमल होता है उस टाइम, राइट नलिनी?
Yes, ma'am.
तो उस स्टेट को बोलते हैं क्रूजिंग एल्टीट्यूड। ठीक है
Okay, ma'am.
मिस्टर सुनील,
Yes, ma'am.
चलिए आप भी आ जाइए। बन जाइए पैसेंजर, एंड नलिनी बन जाओ फ्लाइट अटेंडेंट, स्टार्ट हो जाओ।
Excuse me, my
मे
adjust my seat.
मे आई
May 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 I adjust my seat now?
I'm sorry, but please keep your seat upright until we reach cruising altitude.
All right. Understood. Also, can I use my phone?
Please switch it on to airplane mode for safety reasons.
Got it. Thank you, flight.
You are welcome. Enjoy your flight.
सारे के सारे जो हो ना, आज तो
Yes,
फ्लाइट
ma'am.
अटेंडेंट बन दो।
Yes, ma'am.
अंदर फीलिंग आ रही है ना?
Ma'am, I will
Ma'am,
go
but I am
Australia in
scared.
my dreams.
But ma'am, I am scared.
You are what?
Scared.
Scared of?
Yes, ma'am. Cause
Why?
it's my first time, so
You said that you have gone one time.
no, it's my
Ma'am,
first
she
time.
said that.
No, no, no. This is first time, she told earlier as well. फर्स्ट मतलब सेकंड टाइम है वैसे इनके लिए भी। कल तो वो पता नहीं एक पैसेंजर के साथ फ्लाई कर रही थी, मुझे पता है।
Yes. Yes.
अब पैसेंजर ने पहचाना ही नहीं उनको, क्या करे बेचारी। यस।
Are you going alone?
Yes.
No,
I
you are going, are you thinking to just give her company? Yeah, you can
Ma'am,
go,
I am
join her.
ready.
Huh?
I am ready for go.
Oh, okay.
you can meet me at Delhi airport. Then we
Delhi is so far from my house
okay.
Mhm.
because I can't go anywhere without my family permission.
Okay.
Okay, fine. नलिनी,
Yes, ma'am.
आई गेस ये आपके लिए बड़ा सुइटेबल सा एक मैं आपको दे रही हूँ। एक मिनट रुकना, हाँ, जस्ट 1 minute last, okay, then after I will wrap up. चलो शुरू हो जाओ। नलिनी पैसेंजर।
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, who is flight attendant?
One and only, come up.
Hi, Sonam.
Nose.
Yes, ma'am.
Now play the role.
Ma'am, I am flight attendant.
Yes, because she is traveling, she is nervous, that's why I have given her,
Okay.
she has to talk in this way only.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
Excuse me, I feel a bit nervous. Is takeoff always this bumpy?
Yes, some turbulence during takeoff is normal, but the plane is designed to handle it safely.
That's reassuring. How long until we reach cruising altitude?
It usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Once we are stable, it should feel much smoother.
All right, I'll try to relax. Thank you for explaining.
You're welcome. If you need anything, just let me know.
Ma'am,
Perfect,
turbulence.
ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Turbulence. She sounds ना like अभी उनको मिल गया फ्लाइट अटेंडेंट की जॉब. Okay.
Ma'am.
She's sounding like that only. Okay, turbulence क्या होता है पता है? जब वो एक शेक करता है ना, प्लेन जो है ना एयरप्लेन,
Oh, ma'am,
जैसे
plane is shaking
हाँ,
and
वो शेक करता है ना जब एयर का प्रेशर चेंज होता है. मान लो कि बहुत तेज, कई बार होता है जैसे हवा बहुत तेज चलती है या फिर कोई वेदर कंडीशन कुछ ऐसा होता है, उसको बोलते हैं टर्बुलेंस.
mm,
ओके,
yes, ma'am.
घबराना नहीं. मैं भी बड़े डर डर के चढ़ी थी, कुछ नहीं होता.
We are with you.
Okay, Sonam, thank you.
डोंट वरी. वहां पे इतना पता नहीं चलेगा. आप वहां पे देखोगे कितने छोटे छोटे बच्चे होते हैं, राइट? उनको देखना, आपको लगेगा उनको कितने मजे करते हो, उनको देख देख के टाइम पास हो जाएगा. और मैंने कहा ना, म्यूजिक म्यूजिक सुनने के लिए लेके जाना, ठीक है? तो आपका माइंड थोड़ा डाइवर्ट हो जाएगा.
Ma'am,
माइंड
how much time it will take?
नलिनी, नलिनी, हाउ मच टाइम? आई थिंक मुझे लगता है 24 घंटे से ऊपर लगने वाले हैं, राइट नलिनी?
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? मुझे इतना तो पता है कुछ, हाँ, एक दिन से ज्यादा लगते हैं.
Ma'am, sometime 3 days, sometimes 2 days.
मुझे, हाँ, सही कहा, मुझे भी 2 days का पता है. या
2 days you live in plane only.
Yes,
यस, यस.
Oh God.
उसको क्या बोलते हैं? जेट लैग, जेट लैग. हाँ, जेट लैग भी हो जाता है लोगों को.
what is jet lag?
जैसे जैसे हम लोग को नोजियस फील नहीं होता, जैसे गाड़ी वगैरह में जाते हैं तो मतलब तबीयत खराब लगती है, तो बहुतों
Yes,
को जेट
ma'am.
लैग मतलब
Because
काफी
of that stick.
लॉन्ग जर्नी होती है ना, और शायद कुछ एटमॉस्फेयर में भी चेंजेस आता है ना, तो उससे उससे प्रॉब्लम आती है बहुतों को. कुछ नहीं होगा ना दीदी, बी ब्रेव.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, कुछ नहीं होता. Nothing.
Ma'am, my mom think
Hmm.
2 hours before
Why? Because you are
because
going.
yes, ma'am. Yes, Sonam, he was nervous for
First time
me.
you're,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am.
Okay,
Okay.
you are so brave. Okay, don't worry.
Yes, ma'am.
There will be many passengers will be there. Okay, you will not feel loneliness over there. Yeah, and if there are any person who is means beside you, you can just make friends with them, have conversation if you feel comfortable, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You can go for the same. Many families are there, kids are there. You can have conversation with them. No worries. As I suggested, you just download some music, whatever you like. You can just carry. बाकी तो वहां पे मिलता है मैगजीन वगैरह, वो लोग ही देते हैं. नहीं तो आप ले सकते हो कुछ अगर
And
आपको रीड
can
कर.
we carry books with us?
हाँ, ले जा सकते हैं, बट ज्यादा हैवी नहीं, ठीक है? देते
Okay.
हैं. या इवन दो नलिनी, वहां के जो चिप्स वगैरह आते हैं बहुत कॉस्टली होते हैं.
Yes, ma'am.
आपको जो मार्केट में यहाँ पे 10-20 का मिलेगा, वहां पे तो डबल क्या ट्रिपल ले लेते हैं वो लोग.
Ma'am,
पता है एक छोटा सा मैगी जो है मार्केट में आई थिंक 35 या 40 का, वहां पे 250 या 200 मांग रहे थे प्लेन में. ओ
ma'am,
माय गॉड. हाँ.
one lemon price in Australia is 500.
रुपीस लेमन का.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
ओ
what
गॉड.
is this?
लेमन वाटर, वहां जाके लेमन वाटर पीना पड़ेगा सोनम हम लोगों को.
Ma'am, but in India, lemon water price is only 20 rupees.
यस, और वो भी हम लोग लेमन वाटर नहीं, हम कहेंगे मैं तो बस ऐसे प्लेन वाटर ही ठीक है हमारे लिए. ओ गॉश. या so actually if their price is high, so of course their income will be also high, right?
Yes, ma'am.
According to that. Hmm. Yeah. चलिए, मिस्टर सुनील,
Yes, ma'am.
आपने पीना है लेमन वाटर तो बता दीजिए.
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ओह पीना है इनको, चलिए फिर हमारे लिए भी एक एक गिलास ले आना। क्योंकि हम लोग भी पीने वाले ना, 500 का है। चलो, ओके बाय गाइस।
No,
ओके,
we can carry chips in aeroplane.
या मैं जैसे गई थी वहां तो मैंने कैरी किया था। हाँ,
Okay.
लाइट लिया था मैंने, अलाउड किया तुम लोगों ने, राइट? वो हमारा एक्चुअली में डोमेस्टिक था ना, इनका तो बाहर का है। आई डोंट नो अबाउट हर, राइट? कुछ कुछ एयरलाइंस अलाउड करती है, ऐसा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। वाटर भी ले जाने देते हैं और कुछ मना करते हैं, डिपेंड करता है। उनको बेचना भी तो होता है ना अंदर जाके, फिर बिक्री कैसे होगी उनकी? इसलिए और कुछ नहीं।
Yes,
वैसे
ma'am.
मैं तो लेके गई थी, मैं लेके गई थी अपने साथ। मुझे एक्चुअली जब मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम ट्रैवल किया था मुझे इतना नॉलेज नहीं था कि अंदर इतना प्राइसी है वो। बाद में जब नॉलेज हुआ तो आधे वक्त में लेके आई थी। चलिए, ओके बाय, गुड नाइट।
Good night.
Excuse me,
Ma'am. Good night, Sonam.
यस
Good
सुनील,
night, Nalini.
सुनील जी कुछ कह रहे हैं, रुको।
Nalini, best of luck your journey.
Thank
ओह
you, Mr. Snell.
मिस्टर सुनील, एडवांस में मत दीजिए, अभी भी बहुत दिन है, हम आपको याद दिला देंगे जब बेस्ट ऑफ लक करना। अभी भी 30 डेज
मैं
है वो।
भी आपसे वो बोल रहे कि मैं 2 तारीख से शायद ऑनलाइन क्लासेस ना लूँ।
कहा आप क्यों?
वो नंदनी बोल रही मैम।
ओह अच्छा अच्छा, देखो देखो कितने ध्यान से वो ऑब्जर्व कर रहे थे आपकी छोटी छोटी बातों को। नहीं, वो आ जाएंगी, वो लेंगी, बीच बीच में थोड़ा सा उनको छुट्टी लेनी है, वो आएंगी, घबराओ मत। जिस दिन लास्ट ये छोड़ जाने वाली होंगी उससे पहले तो ये हमारी क्लास लेके जाएंगी, राइट नलिनी?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
when she lives in Australia, so she will take class.
yes, I will take class after 14th
Okay.
February.
But the timing of Australia is different from India's timing.
Five
I think.
years ahead, 5 hours ahead.
Okay.
Yes, and Nalini is going to share with us some pictures also, okay? We will see.
Okay, ma'am.
We are
Okay,
waiting.
we will be
Okay,
waiting.
Sonam.
Yeah. Okay, now allow me to wrap up, okay? It's already 11 o'clock. Bye bye. Take care. Good
Good
night.
night, ma'am.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, good night, ma'am.
Good night. Good night.